Before we go live, we are live. Welcome in everybody to episode number 10 of the Press What to Join podcast. We are a weekly gaming show covering a variety of different games that we've been playing. We've got Hertz Chest right there. Just kick this thing off here. Great shot. But we hope everybody's having a great week. We know with quarantine and everything going on in the world, these are long weeks. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here to help kick off the weekend. We got a great show in store for you tonight. On tonight's show, we've got myself, Autonomy. We have Unforsaken Jay.
What's up?
We've got Angle of Death.
Hey,
I got him. We have GMT Geek.
What's up, everybody?
And we have
That's why I had to wait for my turn.
Yeah, yeet. Hey, guys.
I even threw one in chat for you, bro.
Excellent. That might have been my best intro to the show, but regardless, we have arrived. How's everybody doing?
What's
How's the
up,
week
Country
been?
Harry?
Oh, we got a crew falling already.
Hey, Carava.
Dude, what's up, Country? What's up, Carava? And Mr. Killer. Killer, dude, I'm glad you joined. Did you see the announcement? I know you're getting ready to build a PC. If you haven't bought the processors already, they are releasing 2 new 3000 series, making processors much cheaper for a gaming system. A 3100, I think a 3000X and a 3100X.
Yes.
So things just got much cheaper. Or was it Spark? I don't remember who. I get asked a lot
Spark.
of... Dude, you
Money's
guys should
already
see it. Over the last 2 weeks, my inbox is filled up with like 8 or 9 different people asking IT questions for what gaming system to build. It's crazy. What's up, Mr. German and Mr. Spark?
What's up?
Hi, guys. And, Karava's here.
So loud.
And I have a bone to pick with you because you managed to bully our dear Angle into shaving.
Angle, he says.
And,
Killer didn't hear that first part. His Xbox party.
are you
Yeah.
in with Daniel and the Justin and the Tanner? I don't believe you.
Okay.
Tell them that I'm gonna be hopping on Minecraft later. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Minecraft with ray tracing or not?
Oh, man.
No, because I'm playing on the Java edition. That's where our server is set up. And by the way, I
Geek and I
could.
just shaking our heads. We're like, not
Well-
only are we off topic, but we're not even talking about the ray tracing part, which is the segue.
Hey, look.
I
You're
have
making
Java
his head
edition.
hurt, bro. His
You're
smoking over there.
okay. So Hurt is supposed to be our diehard, just bigger than life Minecraft dude,
Yeah, he's our
and the
Minecraft
old
guy.
man here. The old man is the one that played Minecraft with ray tracing before him. Now it has to be Microsoft's beta Minecraft, not the regular one. You go to Microsoft App Store, you buy it, you download it, and it turns it on. And man, is it awesome! My kids saw it. Oh, it's more than gorgeous, man. It's like ooh la la. It's like those memes from my boyfriend's or my girlfriend meme thing where you got the guy and the chick walking down the street and the guy's got his head about to fall off checking out the other chick. That's ray tracing gorgeous. And that's what you get out of the ray tracing. It is fantastic. My 7-year-old saw the difference immediately. I don't let anyone touch my gaming system or anything. That's just how I
saw
am.
that. You let
I let him play because he was just in love with it. He played for 3 hours, dude. 3 hours. And he went and checked out the Dragon Zone. Yes, is all I can say.
Oh,
And
yo,
you-
tacos. Thank you so much. I love tacos.
Tacos,
For
okay.
podcast listeners or whatever, Karava just dropped a 400 Spark taco in.
And Hurt is full of squirrels tonight.
Yeah, dude, I'm full of them. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I digress. But for those that are wondering, Minecraft RTX ray tracing, phenomenal, worth it, 100%. The do phenomenon. So
It seems like everybody's full of squirrels tonight. Like it's not just our...
something in the
It's-
water.
It's
That or cabin fever is setting in. One of the two. I don't know.
something in the water.
I'm essential. I'm at work every day, all day.
Well, the funny thing is, my job now wants to reopen, which
Okay.
which
Get
may
it,
now
bro.
be the dumbest thing they've ever done.
I don't
No,
disagree with
closing was.
reopening.
Wait, what?
I don't disagree with reopening with safe practices.
Right, Killer?
Yeah, see,
Kind of
I
wish that
know
wasn't essential.
I know my job, and in no way do they handle things safely
Will that be
ever.
at some point you're going to have to go back. And until Corella.
Bravo.
I love that. You were the best. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. There you go, Hurt. There's your
That's so
confidence.
awesome.
Did you mute Hurt?
No,
Did we mute Hurt?
I didn't mute
Bert
her.
might have just muted himself.
I think he muted himself.
I did mute myself.
Probably me.
We're off to a great start, guys.
And the Scrub Award goes to.
The viewer count's going to take a nosedive.
Well, I
Oh
saw
my
him
God.
talking,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Nose up. I don't know.
And I guess he just happened to realize that we were talking, and he just kept talking. And then he looks down, and he's like, "Oh,
He's like, wait a minute, hold on.
Wait, what?
What I said was that looked
Okay.
really good, and now I'm really hungry. Thanks for that.
When are you not hungry?
Hey, I've got some leftover ribs, dude. You know,
Yep.
so-
I'm 4 hours away. I'm about to hop in my car.
yeah.
I can
Okay,
get
so
there I can get there and back in one tank of gas. We're going to
All right.
Dallas.
so let's get back on track. I'm not going to
Yes,
transcript it. So both Otto and I have received our. You want to hold yours up, Otto?
I ain't
Our
doing
White
that.
Lightning Cocoa Challenge. Okay, I'm going to read what's on the box. It says white chocolate infused with 12 of the world's hottest peppers. We are not eating these tonight, okay? We're eating them next podcast, okay?
They're just
Because
real men. We bought them, and they're gonna sit next to us.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they're
just going to get high
stare
off the
you in
fumes.
eyes.
Angle, I believe, said you ordered one, right?
Yep.
Okay. I know Jay will unfortunately not be with us next week. He's got some family things he's going to be taking care of, so it's going to be the four of us. I'm sorry. The good-looking one will not be with us, Gimli. Hurt, were you going to order some, or is it just going to be the three of us?
Dog, y'all
Hurts,
can
okay.
have
So
all
let-
of that.
Let me explain something
I'll
about
go,
this.
I'll go get some salt from my
Okay.
kitchen and do it with y'all. Or
So
something.
that's
Okay.
Warlock energy coming
Yeah.
from you, Hurt.
Yeah,
Oh.
wow."
So let me explain what this is for. This isn't just to eat some sort of hot chocolate on the stream to say, yeah, I kicked butt and I ate something crap and hot. This actually, for every box sold, it's $20. For every box they sell, they donate 50 meals. And Fuego Box is working with Feeding America. And we'll have some stuff when we post this on our YouTube and we post this on our other social media stuff. If you go check mine out, I've been posting quite a bit. It's a great cause. So what we're extending is for those that are here watching us right now or watch us, if you order the Fuego Box, we are extending you an offer to join us on the podcast next week, because I think it'd be cool just to get a bunch of people on here dying, looking for milk, and just have it recorded to
Lost for words.
just keep just
Yeah. For the
oh
moms.
man, I cannot remember the phrase that I'm supposed to use. Capture the moment for eternity, or whatever you want.
Posterity.
Immortalize.
Immortalize. There you go.
yourself in
Immortalize
the
our posteria.
internet forever.
Yeah.
There you go.
So if you want to go to, if you just go to what's
You want to post the link up?
cocochallenge.com. I'll put it here in the chat.
Yeah, it's about $20 even, I think, with shipping included. So not too bad. Obviously goes towards
Great causes.
charity type meal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good causes for feeding.
Yeah, but be very worthwhile. And we would love to have you join us for it. I know that three of us will be. Hurt will probably do most of the talking at that point. But
hey, y'all don't want that, but I got it. I'll
yep.
put it on
So,
my shoulders. dog.
Keep in mind for anyone that joins us, we will be extracting the footage of the eating, the consumption, the reaction, and all that stuff, and then posting it as a separate video to YouTube and submitting it
Also,
to Fuego.
Reaction faces will be going on the Instagram.
Can't
Oh,
wait for my
yeah.
beet red face. It's
I'm
It's
Spark's
gonna
like,
have-
oh no. I think people
It's good.
have buckets next to their desks. Just
right.
okay.
It's
So
good. Hurt's not going to be doing it, so like, there's somebody that's going to be able to coherently talk about gaming after that.
Yeah.
I might have to have my
as
wife come in and
coherently
just
as
sit
my
here and talk.
squirrel chasing head can do, but
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I got
great.
you
But-
guys.
I think it's a
Yeah.
worthwhile cause. They did a really good job raising a bunch of money last year for the cancer research, and this year it's just as grave, just as important. I think to put some stuff back out there for it. Have a good time, sick sense of humor there, but have a good time doing it and calling it good. Might even have one or two of my coworkers join us. That'd make it even more exciting.
Yes.
So, but
I
I think
sad. I really wish Hurt did
Mary.
it just so I could get his reaction.
See,
Because of
I
how
think-
afraid of it he is. I think
Could
it'd be
you-
hilarious.
could you guys just imagine like having a Zoom here with like 12 or 20 people on the Zoom all doing the challenge at the same time? That would be just so much insanity. I think that would be cool as crap. If I can
See,
get
okay.
one in next time for next week.
How many years ago is this?
Sweet,
7
twisted, sweet.
8 years ago.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
do it.
fast. If you go get
Nice,
it now,
Twisted.
they ship it the next day. They've been shipping pretty fast. So
7 or 8 years ago, I went through a little thing called the gas chamber. And I
know.
got gassed for God and country. Hold on.
Hey,
Well-
I know.
Hold on. And that it didn't phase me any. But if I throw like we got these little jalapeno things from where was that? Papa John's. I
Jalapeno
roasted
poppers?
me alive. Yeah. I don't
A
know
jalapeno roasted you.
dude,
Dude,
no,
if a
those
jalapeno
things.
roasted you, that's gonna get
Yeah,
Hurt,
dog.
Hurt,
See, that's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying. I would be
come.
dead.
Hurt, you got to come back up to where I live. You need to hand me back in your man card.
Best.
It's,
Right?
It's been revoked.
Bet.
wrong way.
wrong way around there.
Removed.
Right, Twisted?
Okay, so
Right.
here's something else I was thinking about doing. You guys tell me it's a good idea or a bad idea. I'm going to post it and I'm going to tag a couple of the big streamers and say, hey guys, we're doing this. You want in?
Oh gosh.
Do you think I should tag them and challenge them?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Okay, I think I,
I think
will.
there's a specific streamer you should tag just so I could see his reaction.
We lost
Which one?
Otto.
Yeah, he's coming.
Mesa?
No.
I don't think Mesa would touch it.
Nah, yeah, maybe.
He might. He might. I think he likes spicy food. I think he is a
I'm gonna
spicy
make
food person. But I
Okay.
think you guys already know who I want tagged.
Glad?
But
I
M-Trash?
think you know what? I bet you Glad would because he's got a little
Right.
bit of downtime. I might. I'm gonna after we get done with the stream, I'll take care of that tag. And
I need to cause.
Hey,
I
what
need
is
to
this thing
cause some
called?
physical pain after he caused me the mental pain of the trials match.
Oh, yeah.
Forever salted.
right. I just think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it's a good cause. So anyone that does join us, I'd be grateful. And the cause is a good cause. So be patient as Otto's dealing with some bandwidth issues. But all right, the guy that keeps us on track to make sure we actually know what to talk about.
Yeah, right.
is
It's gonna be
I
currently
might keep the
Squirrel.
video off for a little bit here as I like kick the girlfriend off the streaming devices in the other room and try and conserve.
I need to. Okay, so what I need to do then is send you the script that dumps everything off of your home
Ugh.
network.
I just messaged Mesa, and we will see what happens.
Okay.
Nice.
well,
So
keeps wanting to be a little bit more public with it. So
I'm gonna go straight out. I'm gonna schedule it here in a second. I'm gonna hit Instagram. I'm gonna hit Glad. I'm gonna hit a few people. I think Glad's got a really good sense of humor, so I think he'd be good. I might even tag. I'm gonna tag Astacross.
that's across.
Could you imagine him?
Don't do it.
You know, his country accent.
Man,
Guys,
look,
what did I miss when I was?
Another
He
week,
said
boys,
spicy,
another
he'll
hot
do it.
chocolate.
So
The best part would be
Otto,
if we could pull them in a Zoom meeting with us.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna try to do. So Otto, what I said is it a good idea
man.
or a bad idea? I'm gonna actually retweet the Coco challenge post that I did the other day, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
tag
do it.
and challenge Glad and Astacross and some of those guys to do it with us.
That sounds great.
So
look,
I think.
there's Otto.
Yep.
For a
Welcome back. Welcome back,
Yeah,
Magnum.
right? For this,
I think that'd be,
my
Pretty
internet in particular.
interesting.
Oh, before I forget, y'all need to tell Hurt. Let me find it.
Tell her what. Oh,
Oh, this has got to be the shirt.
dude, is it the shirt?
This has got to be the shirt.
Where did it go?
Is it the shirt?
Where did it go? Yes. He needs
Oh man.
to send me the address.
Oh my God. There it
If
is.
he sends me the address, this will be shipped to his house
Sam.
and he will wear it on stream.
They want our address so that Geek can send me that so that I can wear it on stream.
He
and
said he
be
would.
Dude from,
Yeah.
I said I
You
would.
said
so
you
I could
would
be dude
last
from
week.
That movie you watched.
Yep. 51st dates. Now
51st dates.
DM it to me so you
Reasons
don't
to
dox
spam.
yourself.
Yeah.
But yes.
Don't say it out loud.
Yes.
Says address on stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna get freaking doxxed or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just send it to Geek.
You're gonna get
Yeah.
swatted. Watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why he's in his bedroom?
Do they still do that? Is that even like still a prevalent thing?
Yes. Yes, actually it
They
is.
set up.
Yo,
There was,
Twisted, I will wear it next
Twisted
year.
said,
I
"I'm
will
calling
wear
her out on that shirt."
bro,
I'm pretty sure he'll wear it.
I'll wear it, dude. I'm so secure in myself. I don't even care.
So what I got to do is I'm going to put that shirt. I'm going to get a
I'll
cake.
be like randomly flexing during it and like
Yeah, I'm going to have the shirt sent to him, a can of Spam, and a thing of Reese's.
We're gonna get shut down for her nipples on our screen.
You put some pasties on.
One's gonna like poke through the holes in the fishnet shirt, and hers just.
Yeah, this is a family rated show. What am I doing?
Send him some lovely pasties.
Expose the beautiful happy trail that you have growing.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
Erase,
I'm an
erase,
Italian
erase.
man. All I gotta say is,
Yeah, okay.
happy drama.
Yeah.
Rainbow pasties. I will do it.
So yeah, I saw that yesterday and I was like, ooh, yes. So
Yeah, that's hurt
He did
all
at
day,
me,
though.
and he publicly called me out on it. I'll have to do it again.
You're
Mhm.
forced to do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Twisted really just. said
it's
he-
not
he
it's not
is.
like Angle who wussed out on shaving and Cam.
Yeah.
Of course, it is what it is. His girlfriend won. We give kudos to
At,
her.
at least she wasn't the reason I did it, because she had no idea.
Oh, does she get the cash out on the on that?
Poor 2017 boy. Oh my, rainbow pasties? Angle's over here.
did you
Just,
get
Otto's just like, what?
the GoFundMe for your shaving because. Oh yeah.
Family stream.
Either
Yes,
she
we know.
does or I do. But she was entirely unaware that day too. She was like, I sent her a nice Snapchat, and she's always, wait a minute, hold on, you got to send me another one. Something's different. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Get us Otto.
So
Yeah, a couple
You leave
gaming
for 5 minutes, and this is what happens.
I wish-
notes. So it's interesting that this week in the news for the Nintendo Switch, there was a big hack in terms of, well,
It was
information
real-
being released. Yeah.
it was more about it being real. They finally went public with it, which was a smart move because they found out about it and they went public with it fairly quickly. So those that don't know, didn't see the post that we put up there. This would be, in fact, anyone that has a Nintendo Switch. We had a discussion going in our Discord. We'll have a link in the description. You should go check it out. We have a section for the Switch and each one of the platforms. But Nintendo announced that they had a breach in their credentials and accounts. Not the Switches themselves, like we talked about in a previous podcast, but that they actually had a breach on their side, the corporate side, where credentials are stored along with, personal information, possibly your credit card information. And then today it was announced that it was 160,000 accounts were confirmed as compromised. So what they had recommended doing is going in and turning multi-factor authentication on our Discord, and the YouTube video for those listening. We'll put a link in it when it goes live on YouTube, where to go to do that. A lot of people were complaining, I don't want to have to put the Google Authenticator on my phone or an authentication app on my phone. Well, you know what? You don't have to. You can still stay at risk, but I'd really recommend putting that, going in and changing it. They did send out notifications. If you're one of the 160,000, you would have received a notification directly from them. I luckily did not. But if you did, check your emails. It's registered to, just out as a safety thing. And remember, this not only impacts you if you're a parent, but anyone that's on your family plan, if you have a family plan or kids or anything like that. So I wouldn't dilly-dally on it. I would go and do you like that Sword Art Online reference, Jay? Dilly-dally. And
I was
get it
going to leave
done.
it alone.
I know. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to work in quotes.
Yeah,
But I would
it's
definitely
super
go look
quick
it out.
too to set up the multi-factor authentication on the Switch. I just find it curious too. Is like last week on the Switch's store, they started publishing a little bit more on, hey, go ahead and do this. This is good practice. And then this week we start to hear the news coming out. So I think they try to get ahead of at least maybe some of the prevention stuff in the future. But super quick to set it up. If you have the Google Authenticator, you essentially go into your Switch account, you go to sign in and security. You're gonna basically be able to get like a kind of code that you can plug into your Google Authenticator. It sends you the 6 digits. You're done within 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's worth it. You just, and then though if you get the 160, they're gonna set stuff up. I didn't get it. Google Docs shared a note on what the letter looked like. Nintendo's going to take care of their ends. They're going to make sure that there's identity theft and all that other stuff for those that did get compromised. So Nintendo's really stepping up on this one. The moral of the story is, when at all possible, two-factor authentication and whatever security steps you can take. And this isn't something from a user clicking on an email or going to a website. This was actually a flaw in a portal that they had on their end. So, as I said before in one of the other conversations we had, is a PC more secure than an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Switch? No, I don't really care which one's more secure. It's the end of the company, the vendor, who's more secure. Microsoft's had breaches, Sony's had breaches, Nintendo's had breaches. It's
basically, if you have an online presence and you're a major corporation, you're going to get breached eventually.
Yeah.
So, while we're talking about Switch,
yeah, Switch is
worth it. Is it worth it?
Yes, the Switch is worth it. I can't talk again.
English said.
Yeah, Switch is great. I mean, you obviously got two different types of Switches these days, with the Switch Lite versus the full $300 version that you could dock and take off the nunchucks and everything.
Why would you choose
300?
one over
Where you are hurt or Auto? Please send
Isn't it three? Oh well, actually, I should say that because isn't that our other news? And that they're sold out now essentially.
Yeah,
they're like 450 around here.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes!
They're 300 around here.
Because I went to buy one. I live in the wanted a Switch and I didn't want to get a Switch Lite because obviously I want my family to use it.
I saw one going for close to $600 on Craigslist.
Dude, get this. Want to talk about parts overpricing? My PC case. I was looking at building somebody a PC recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corsair on their website out of stock for 150. Because of the shortage of them, Amazon has my PC case for $800 from a private site.
Wow.
It was $80 for me.
Did you go to Corsair directly?
Yeah, and they're out of stock entirely. Yeah. They're selling them for $150 right now.
Did you get the new? Go get the Leon Lee case, the new one.
Well, I found a nice case.
Yeah, Leon Lee just brought out a really good case with the mesh front that I love for like $80 or $85. I don't know if it's in stock anymore. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I guess because of the shortage, everybody's building a computer because there's nothing to do.
Stimulus check. I don't know if I would spend my stimulus check building a PC, but to go back what I was telling Killer earlier, and I think it was actually meant for Spark, because Spark was looking about PCs.
Yeah, I remember talking about
AMD. Let me see if I can find the article. AMD new 3000
Hey Jay,
series.
can you pull your beard out of the way? I want to read the rest of your shirt. You kick
Amanda Holiday.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Sorry.
yeah, they're releasing two new chips mid-grade for the 3000 series, like a 3000 and a 3100X. So you're going to be able to get a really good performing 12 to I don't know how many cores is. I really have to go find that article, but it's going to be for like $400 or $500, so $200 less than the 3950, but also less than the 3900. So I'm guessing if I remember right. Man, I wish I could find the article. I'm gonna have to go look at it.
I think the
$500 is like
the 3900.
That's the 3900. 31.
Yeah,
That's
3900X.
I think that's a 12 core i9 price, around $500.
Let me find the article here.
That's like the
somebody else talk
Intel
while I'm googling.
Extreme.
Angle, keep talking.
Well, I know that if you're saying it's about $400 or $500, the Intel i9.
Oh, here it is.
Extreme series is going for about $550, I think. Almost like 14 cores, 4.2 gigahertz boost, whatever.
They announced it's today, or they announced it 3 days ago. You have the Ryzen 3 3300X and Ryzen 3 3100 budget processors. One is estimated to ship as low as $100.
Oh, wow.
The 3300X will rate to base clock at 3.8 gigs and up to boost of 4.3. The 3100 will be at 3.6 up to 3.9. The 3300X will set you back $120. $120.
Or you could just spend $900 on a Switch in Canada.
And the 3100X will be $99. So, for those that were looking like at the 2700X, step it up. for $120. It's not the.
That's
I mean,
not bad.
it's
I mean, that's
for
not bad.
if you're looking for an entry level to decent performing
Man,
gaming
you can
and
keep that Switch in Canada, bro.
street.
I don't want one that bad.
I can't talk. Gaming or streaming PC. There you go. I mean, it's really not going to be that bad. Now, whether they're going to be available readily or not, I don't know. Everything going on, but yeah, that's. I can't believe the pricing on that one. And they're supposed to be. Let's see, Ryzen 5, 1600 and 2600 going away. So yeah, so you'll be able to get a board, the B550 intro board, and the processor sometime in June. So.
It's going to be a lovely time for me when I have to change out both my motherboard and my processor.
That's okay. I'm still kicking myself. My wife is happy though that I built the box now. NZXT, dude, I love their mini tower case, dude. That's the one I got from my wife. But she's happy that I built mine when I did, because had I waited 1 month, I would have spent like an extra 2,000 something, because they brought out the 3970X. Yeah, so 3950, 16 cores. 3990X, Threadripper 64 core, but that's $4,000. 3970X, $1,800, 32 core. Oh, yeah. Affordable, but...
What?
Yeah, I gotta get a laptop first.
Wow.
Come out with
I don't know if I'll
Enter
ever
it to
need
take
32 cores for a processor.
It's called a gaming laptop, Eric.
Bro,
But if you're streaming and gaming from the same box, which a lot of people are tuning in, because we're not just
That I
about
could get,
gaming, but streaming and editing and rendering and all that stuff. This is where the debates go, and I know this will trigger twisted a little bit. People are like, i9 is still the best go-to gaming processor. If all you're doing is gaming, I'll agree with you on that one. The second you add in multifunctionality to it, no.
Falls on its face.
I'll go with an AMD hands down.
See, my problem is I just wish I didn't have to change my motherboard, because I now have to find a white AMD motherboard.
Actually, I saw one angle when I was looking at building mine. I have to send it to you.
Why?
Why white?
Yeah.
Because my entire PC is white.
Movies.
My theme is all white.
What are you doing, Hurt?
Hurt?
Is that a throat, a stomach,
No,
or
it's a hand.
He
It's
put up the hand
It's a
and was
hand.
like, I need a
had-
minute. And we were like, oh, what's he talking about?
I had a 4-year-old banging on the door
Nice.
saying, I want to talk in your ear
Oh.
for a second.
Oh, good segue. Do it.
Okay, so perfect segue. I'm talking a lot tonight. I'm sorry. I'm on the jazz. Okay,
Dude.
so
But
If
English
you
is
have-
hard, so you only understand about half of it.
okay, so yeah, yeet.
Yeah, yeet. Yes.
Okay, so NVIDIA released
Yeah, yeet, number
the
2.
NVIDIA
Yeah.
RTX voice application software bundle, right? So if you have a NVIDIA GeForce RTX card or a Quadro RTX card, sorry, Twisted, I'm not sure if it supports the Titan or not. Because I know he's going to say something about it. And you
Casual
that
flex.
it's trash. You can install. You have to update your driver. I believe it's to 410.18 for the driver. You download, you update your driver on the box, and you go download their application.
Titans only matter.
And it not only clarifies it instead of like Discord or OBS where you go in and you set. Well, Discord had really limited sound anyways to control.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very limited.
But OBS, you could do some really specific, some really cool stuff. A lot of the guys that have like the snowballs from Blue, Spider, and who else? Peaks. And they had to put that extra software on their books, the EQ software, to try and up their gain. What this does, it's really cool in real quick term, is it sits, so my microphone comes into Windows and this intercepts that before it goes to do any playback, runs it through the graphics card and their software thing, reduces sound, so noise reduction, clarity, balancing, all this other stuff. And I did a couple videos earlier today and my wife was listening to them. I had a few friends that do audio stuff do some listen backs to it and they said it was phenomenal. The other thing is, like, if I have loud kids, they've been screaming tonight. And it cuts them out so well. I do have a video I'm posting on it tomorrow. People are curious, but
A fantastic kid remover.
You guys know, like, I don't have a PC, but like the videos that people were posting of this over the week were
the one guy pounding on his
astonishing.
desk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I tested it.
This guy,
It's
the
true.
gun run, right?
With
Like
fan
he's
and
pounding on
everything.
his desk. He's got a massive fan in front of
Yeah.
him, and
I need that.
But
I
no
will.
different.
I will say this
it's
though.
impressive.
It's
That's
really
for
impressive. I did pick up some sound. There's a difference between what he was doing and I was doing. He has a mixer board for some of that, but he also has a very. I have a condenser mic, picks up all points of sounds. It's more sensitive. He has a dynamic mic, so it's very directional. So those go into play. But my immediate I noticed immediately the differences. So if you have a RTX GeForce card, it's worth using. At least going to check out if you do any type of audio.
Did you guys just hear that? That was thunder. I may die on stream. That'll boost views.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
joke it, because I've almost been struck by lightning in my own house twice.
Corroborated.
She actually, this is the only story she can attest to because she never heard this story. But I
Oh,
have
man.
almost been struck
Oh.
out. Like, have you ever been so close to lightning you felt your hair rise up on your neck?
There you go, Hurt.
Yeah, yeet.
haven't personally.
But it was like, it's honestly that bad. You can feel it coming behind you because your hair stands up on the entire back of your neck. It is the most uncomfortable feeling. I was waiting for it. I know exactly why it hurt. Why it broke Hurts.
Hurt's broke.
Let's wait to see his face when he gets back. He's gonna be cherry red. I knew it. I knew he was gonna be cherry red.
Oh, man.
Hurt. I know.
Are you okay, my brother? Do you need a minute? Did someone kick you in the hoo-ha?
It looks like it, but it was.
Just give him that.
He's down for
Hurt's
the count.
recovering.
Anyways,
I'm like mildly confused, but entertained.
Oh,
Just whenever you go back to do timestamps, you'll figure it out.
There you go.
When
I
you
must
read
have
what the
blinked.
chat said, you'll understand.
Yeah.
Woo!
Got it?
You just slipped it in there so casually.
You'll see.
He's legitimately broken too. He can't function words.
Oh man.
Hurt's
All
broken.
right, Hurt's
Just
gone
give
for
us-
the night. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Hurt is
No.
checked out. Hurt is now
Hurt
checked
will
out.
be back in about 20 minutes. Don't worry about him, guys. You'll just see him leaned over. It'll be fine.
Has anybody checked out Facebook Gaming this week?
I don't use Facebook, so no, on my end.
We're good.
He's not good.
I try to avoid Facebook.
No, I just don't use it, man.
So
Fair.
Otto,
What
what
the-
about you? Have you messed with it at all?
I haven't personally. I mean, obviously in the early stages of
Yeah.
exploring content creation, all the different platforms are something that is worth looking at, right? Regardless whether it's YouTube, Mixer, Facebook, Twitch,
it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting, especially given the fact, like, not only did they just announce that they're going to be doing allowing the streams, and they're going to do their own streaming content page. Now, it'd be interesting to see where it goes. They have the infrastructure technically all ready for it, but if they do what Mixer did and make a bunch of promises and then empty it out, and they're in a big world of hurt right now because, again, they're coming back for privacy issues where if you got Facebook on your computer and the cookies are in there, it's tracking all the other websites that you're going to outside of it. We already knew that, but I mean, it's doing it live. Even so, if you even have it on your phone, only on your phone, all the sites you go to through your house, it's collecting it off of any of the devices. So they're getting raked over the coals on that one. So it'll be very interesting to see where that goes. But also they just announced that they're now allowing inside Messenger up to 50 webcam phone call. So you can have 50 people with webcams in one Messenger phone call.
Lord, can you imagine that though?
That's too many
Schools.
people.
It's an answer. They're trying to bank on
This whole
Zoom
situation.
and everything that happened with Zoom. I think it's premature. I think they're just halfway thinking it through. I can never get high quality phone calls with just me and my wife going to friends and family overseas. So, or even down in down south of here, 4 hours. So I don't know how successfully implemented it's going to be, but I don't know. We'll have to wait to see how it shapes up. Do I plan on streaming on it? No, not at all. I do have a friend named Coop who does, but no. You got to think about it too. If I'm going to stream to it, am I going to get the custom overlays? Am I going to be able to get the monetization? Am I going to be able to do the chat bots? Am I going to be able to do all this stuff? Everything that's already developed for, say, like Twitch and for YouTube, and kind of already developed for Mixer. Am I going to be able to do the same thing with Facebook? Is it going to be compatible?
I mean, you could assume that like there's probably going to be limitations early on, and the tech will come across. But how about this, like as a question? What if even just a new platform opens up it gives you the opportunity to get a foothold before it's fully established, right? If there are major players on other networks,
a good starting point.
Is that at least worth a chance? Well, how do you evaluate that as content creator?
Well, here's what I think. I think it's a good thing. The more competition you have out there, if they're serious, that's going to force people like, say, I don't know, Twitch to do more and to listen more to the communities and feedback. Or I don't know, I wish YouTube would get off their butt and launch a new platform that's more derived for streamers, because YouTube is a content static video platform. It is really not for live streams. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles for it. You can do it, but it's got problems.
Which we have seen and tested.
Twisted will tell you that yes, we have. Not very happily. But it's
Tell
there. I can't. But it'll be good. I think competition is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I also think that if big companies come out and they do not think it well out, they do not scope it, and they execute poorly, it's going to end badly for them. It's going to burn them bad. Microsoft
Stadia is setting the example for that too, right? In that space in particular, right? It's something where like buzz in the big names for these corporations throwing their media out there, right, is one thing. But if it doesn't stack up, it burns quickly.
Yeah.
We don't like to talk about the redheaded stepchild called Stadia.
I take offense to you associating redheaded stepchild with Stadia. That's a no. So
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, you got that little seasoning thing that says "Easy Ginger." That's what you need to hold up right now.
I used to. I'm serious. I have something that says if this ginger, it says it. Honestly, I have this little plaque somewhere that says if the soulless ginger says back off, back off. That's what the plaque says. But I also want to make sure everyone knows. Twisted something about kicking. Yeah, shit.
You made him read it, Twisted.
Yep.
Good job.
This also makes sure people understand that there's a difference, because I got this question after the last stream. There is a difference between streaming platform and cloud platform. Okay. And we kind of touched on that one here. So the streaming platforms, the big ones are Twitch, YouTube, and Mixer, and apparently now Facebook, which is where us content creators, streamers, gamers, whatever else you want to do, how to videos, how to paint, how to weld, whatever, blacksmithing, yada, 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 can go and stream online and have viewers watch this and do whatever. Whereas the cloud platforms are where they're hosting all the data, all the games, all the functionality. So you're going to have, in that realm, you're going to have xCloud from Microsoft. You're going to have, what is the nickname for the one from Amazon that they're bringing out? Tulio's Tombs something? I need to admit. He's sitting in there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, hurt. But so you've got a few cloud providers out there. Stadia is one of those ones. NVIDIA Go,
Who shall not be named,
and a few others. Apple tried to launch their own gaming cloud, but they're very specific just to their product lines and their platform. So
that's an Apple thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Twisted, there's a name for it. Twisted. I posted. I just don't remember the name of it. I can go look. Somebody else talk. I'm doing all the talking tonight.
Hurt, welcome back.
Hi, I'm back.
Glad to see you.
Are you?
Country Henry miss you. He
Did
said
he?
rip hurt.
Oh yeah, rip me, dude.
Missed
No,
you too.
so like I said, there's like a big giant storm.
Yeah, there's
and
been some bad
told
storms
you I was
lately,
gonna
man.
join stream tonight. Yeah, it's been wild.
Yeah, we had one yesterday, actually.
All right, I'm back.
What else you guys been playing this week?
Oh,
Honestly, you really want to know what I've been playing all this week? Persona 5 and
Nice.
PSO2.
And
That's
PSO2.
it.
So after 500 million hours of Persona 5, what keeps you interested for that like next
The
hour? What are you
completionist
playing
in me,
in
dude.
it? Nice. What kind of
The-
completionist? Like what kind of triumphs
like
medals you going
the Persona Compendium is one thing that I want to finish completing.
for? Nice.
And
Give me like a Destiny comparison, right? Because I haven't played as Persona as much as you, but like, what is there anything Destiny related? Give me a frame of reference. What does that mean to me?
it would be like it's essentially you know what I could almost say it would be like the objectives needed to get a seal. Essentially, is what
Nice.
it feels like. And so
Awesome.
that's what's pushing me to keep in. And then one of my friends on Twitter actually beat the entire game, platinumed it, and I'm only like one achievement away from a trophy from doing it myself.
Oh wow,
So
awesome.
I think that's what's really pushing me to continue playing it.
I've
Yeah,
not
sorry.
really played all that much. I hopped on Minecraft the other day on the family
And-
server, and the reason is because we're using version 1.7.10, Minecraft version
That's a
1.7.10
good
for the
point.
server that we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think that it would be compatible with RTX. But I got Bunny and Stormy and
boy.
our nine-toed Titan friend into the server, and if you guys would be willing to slog through the little bit of a thing to do it, you guys could hop into. It's a whole lot of fun. The mod that we use, I don't know if any of you like Lord of the Rings, but we use it. It basically the mod is called like bringing Middle Earth to Minecraft or whatever, and it adds
Nice.
like thousands of items, like all the different sorts of like Gondorians, all the different types of elves and dwarves.
Now, is
All have
this
their own
available
arm.
for Otto to join you too?
If he has Java version of Minecraft, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get that on a
And
map?
all you got to do
Yeah.
is download the mods. And there you have to download the Forge version 58, and download the 1.7.10, and it's
German
German says
a
yes,
whole
you
lot of
can,
fun.
Otto.
Yeah.
He says, "Trust me." I know.
So did you
Nice.
Hurt? Have you seen where they've actually? Because I've got the Lord of the Rings packs and everything. Do you know there's also a Skyrim one?
Yes, and there's also a Game of Thrones. I don't know if I'm still in or not.
You're in. You're just not
Okay, I'm
moving
here.
much.
Okay,
you go.
I'm here. My screen went black for a second. I don't know if it's a storm, but yeah.
No, you're still. there.
I'll have
You're
to.
still
I
live.
have to try it out. I've honestly I fell in love with the Lord of the Rings mod.
Nice.
Yeah. I think
And he
Are you-
froze again.
he is
If
frozen.
you hear me, throw some details in the Discord this weekend. I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot.
And you know what? I'm starting to think, Jay, that the German plays just as much games as you and I do. Spark's up there too. Every time I turn around, Spark's doing something with the new game.
Well,
Nice.
it's like
Trying
this,
new games left and right
I've
this
known
week.
German as long as I've known Otto.
Yeah,
So we've had enough time to chat that I realize he does play a lot of games.
those kids running it. What amuses me most about Minecraft or like Lego World Online and in kids, and I'm not
German's
talking.
got about 10 years
Yeah.
worth of stories he could tell us.
I'm not talking teenagers, right? I am talking kids, like my kids. Is their imagination and what they'll go out and they'll build and expand in every direction, into the water, into the sky, into the ground, everywhere. And some of the stuff they come up with is just like, you're like, I would have never thought about that, but that's actually pretty dang cool. Like my kids' world is huge. They got 3 of them, and I was like, "You guys have 3 worlds?" They maxed out all the free worlds, and I cannot believe it. I'll go in each one. I say, "Oh, maybe they got a house or 2 in each one." No, they got one. It's all about like space and swords and it's kind of like Battlestar Galactica,
Things that don't mix space
Yeah.
and swords.
right?
Well, let's Star Wars, space and lightsabers.
Well, my son made a
Yeah. Pretty close,
made
though.
one of the swords and it glows red, and he's like, "Well, it's Darth Vader's sword." Just I was like, "Okay," but and then you
I'll
go to
give
a
you
completely
that.
other world, and it's just a bunch of farms and everything else, and it's and then another one, and then just to grace out of that one, Jay and anybody that has No Man's Sky, we have to go. You have to go in and co-op play with my son in his created world on this No Man's Sky. He's got 4 different ships. He's unlocked all them, and this is in creative mode. I didn't realize you could do it in creative mode. You could unlock levels. He's got like 12 bases on everywhere. Dude, the kid is just, and I'm just like, I didn't know you could do half that stuff.
Right.
Mode.
I know this is like an
you really
overly
should play
simplistic
creative
like
mode.
example, but it almost feels like the
Highly
2.0
entertaining.
version of Legos in a way, right? Like when I grew up, I played Legos, and sure, video games were introduced on like the Nintendo 64 and stuff like that, but Legos was that place where you could just sit and get weird in your own imagination and build these things.
Ooh,
And it's
so actually,
man.
that gives me a really good little piece of news. There is going to be released a player-created Bionicle open world video game. Like it's just random people in
Wow.
love with Bionicles are making an open world video game.
I mean, wasn't there
don't
like
know.
TV shows or something
Well,
like
yeah,
that based on that
I
too?
don't know if you guys were into Bionicles at all when you were younger, but there was a movie and a video game for older computers. And I think it was like Return to Matt Nui, and it was a
Yeah.
much
I
older
think I'm
movie.
back.
You
Oh
are.
man.
And they had a video game off of it
Wow.
originally.
I was
So they're
like,
gonna take
wow.
that game that they had 10 years ago and
Yeah.
like revamp it and change it entirely with like 2020 graphics and play style and NPCs you can talk to and battle combat, all this crazy new stuff. So
Nice.
the little child in me is very, very excited.
You know what?
for
I've got a
Bionicles
squirrel
when I was a
moment
kid.
here. For Geek. Is
Ooh, squirrel,
Trials of Mana.
squirrel, please.
I know. It came out today. I haven't played it yet.
I'm gonna need some context here. Like, I knew it was released today, but that's a
It's
little reaction there.
loaded. I have not played it yet. I've been jonesing to play it all day, but I set some
Well,
restrictions on myself.
he told me he was going to play it this morning, last night. I was like, all right, cool. He could tell me about it a little bit, right?
Work happened.
And, you know,
Dang it.
now I'm sitting here. I was like, all right, Geek, what you got for it? And he's like, well, it's in
Nice.
stock.
Good. So we'll have to run super long today just to
It is a really
prevent
fun
Keith from
game.
playing longer.
I'll just turn off Zoom.
Actually,
Problem solved.
Spark, I'm pretty sure it released on everything, right, Geek?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it did.
Switch included.
Yes. It is a sequel. It is a follow-up
Oh,
to. I played the demo. If you go check my Mixer
YouTube.
play history, and I think I put it on YouTube as well.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I did some of the playthrough. It was really messed up. I played, and I was like, oh, I'll take a break because
I remember
everyone's
that.
like, it's a couple hours long. I log back in to play some more of the demo. I get 5 minutes into it, and I'm done. And I was like,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
you gotta
Shortest
be kidding
stream
me.
Ever.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Ooh, that's a
But,
good segment sometime. Shortest demos ever.
This wasn't a short demo, though. I got several good solid hours out of it.
Oh, okay.
You watched
Xbox
me part
shit?
of that stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on
Halo had
Xbox.
some short demos.
Yeah, Halo had, yeah. Otto, who was it that posted? Where was it posted? The Mario Kart world designer. Was it you that posted that?
Mario Kart World.
I'm gonna take a look. Okay, I'm looking up the
Is it? Maybe
see
it's
if
in our.
it's what they're saying about Xbox.
No Xbox yet for Trials of Mana.
No, I'm looking to see what they're saying.
It was Nikachu who posted in the actual GMD Geek Gamer Discord under Nintendo Switch. He posted a link
Yeah,
to
nothing yet.
Super Mario Maker 2 World Maker update. So apparently there's an update
Oh, nice.
for World Maker. I have never played it. Has anyone German
No,
done
Yeah, German probably
World
has.
Maker for Mario Maker 2? I've never played it.
nope.
I haven't got my hands on the Mario Maker.
That's the first no from German for not.
I'm
playing
trying to
that.
decide if I want to introduce my kids to it, but I'm a little afraid. I've seen what they do with those kind of creativity worlds.
Yeah, You right.
Can't take
I
beat by your
can't-
kids in a game, huh, Geek?
No, it's not that I can't get beat. I just like to play the Switch sometime. I can never get the Switch. So,
That's a good
it's
point.
fine.
And at this point, he's not going to get it back either. So
Too many games, man. There's just
Yeah.
too many games because we got maybe trying Trials of Mana. I'm still trying to finish Persona 5. We've got Sword Art Online
Good,
coming
huh?
out next month.
Do what?
And then
I'll give you credit
I
though,
don't think I'm
Geek. You
still in.
did beat Doom Eternal and Final Fantasy VII Remake somehow in the context of all those other games.
yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
back
that's
on
a lot
Final
of games,
Fantasy
yeah.
7. It's a ton. And I am not going to give the spoiler, but I was not happy with how Final Fantasy VII ended at all. I don't think, having now played it and being a diehard fantasy fan, this wasn't a remake. This was a reimagination and a adaptation of it. I'm very interested in how it ends to see. I mean, they did end it in a unique way. I'll be very interested to see how they move that forward. But at the same time, the diehard fan of me,
Were you wanting more, or you just didn't like where it went? And don't give spoilers because we got people that still have to finish it off.
so
But like,
for those that are expecting a certain ending from the original, that's not going to happen, not remotely. Just think that. That is all I'm going to say. Because if I talk about it any more than that, if you haven't watched the spoilers on it, yeah.
you'll know exactly what he's talking about.
hmm But the game itself was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I did it. So I have 2 accounts on my PS4 because I have kids. And you'll notice I was streaming. I had to start over after a certain spot because my son saved over one of the saved games. So I created and set up a separate account with an email and everything else, and started playing that one. And I did that one on normal because if my son starts picking it up and was to play a normal mode where he could still handle it, normal is a little bit hard hitting. It's not like easy or classic, and I enjoy the normal. The easy is fun. You get to go through, experience the story and everything.
yeah.
The normal, you get more combat. They last longer. So if I'm streaming and people are like, well, why are you streaming the easy mode? Well, yeah, because I got to stream. I got a certain amount of time to do the stream in. And if one fight on
You gotta
normal
beat
mode
it.
takes like 30 minutes, I don't have that kind of, if I want to do a
I mean, that's-
strategy guide, I
yeah.
can go back and do it like one-on-one and replay and do a specific video just on the mechanics of that fight. Yes. But if I'm doing a playthrough and a guide, no. People are going to tune out after 20 minutes of the same fight because some of those fights will take you 20 to 30 minutes. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you.
And now I'm trying to get to how many freaking palaces are there in Persona 5?
8,
8.
I think.
I'm barely to.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 9.
Okay.
Technically.
So how many hours do you think I've played, Jay? 10, 12, 20,
30,
more? 30? I just got
35.
partway into Palace number 3. Okay. Palace number 3, and I'm like 25, 30 hours in. There is a lot. So
Well,
people ask me
in
about the game. It's
Reference to you, I'm in Palace
200 hours.
number 6 again.
yeah. He's on his second playthrough.
Yeah, I'm on Palace number 6 again, and I think I'm at 140 hours.
Yeah. It's fun, and for the
It
content
goes
and the
faster for the
dollars,
second one though.
it's worth every dollar. It's a lot of content. It's an enjoyable game. So, yep. So far, I've been really happy with the games I've bought and played. It wasn't anything like an Anthem experience. So I've been pretty happy with that. Wolfson was great. I'd play that
I
on my
want to talk about
downtime.
Anthem.
Should we just
Uh,
start calling things that turn out badly an Anthem experience?
Yeah. we
New
could.
term.
Down.
Let's go.
Hey, where's
Scarlet
the
letter.
angle? Squirrel moment. Where's the drum?
What is this that you just tweeted?
Oh,
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Dude, I
got
post.
me there.
Dude, no. So did you see Mace's tweet earlier today? He tweeted out all the banners were equal, and so I tweeted right next to him that's a screenshot of me in front of him, and I was like, "There you go." What did Twisted do?
he just sent me a link to some Harkening back to our conversation about that shirt, he just sent me a link to some
Wow.
awesome.
I see the one that y'all
awesome
just did
pasties.
there. That with the Titan banner almost at the top.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. 3 days in a row. Titans look like they're gonna
I'm gonna pull
on
it
a
over.
bit
here
of a
also.
streak
That's
here.
that's up there.
Yeah.
And for those not necessarily know what I'm referring to here, this week in Destiny, new spring event Guardian Games came out. Guardian Game bounty events, essentially. But on a positive note, Titans are on a 3-day winning streak if you're counting today. And looks like a pretty big lead with those hunters just running with
Look
their
at that.
tails away, it looks like. But I'm just kind of quoting
Yeah.
a Paul
So-
Tassi tweet
So we
today.
got
When was that? Day one?
that was today.
Today, 6 minutes ago.
that's
That was
great.
today. So this was mine
That's-
from this
wow.
morning, and the other one.
Yeah.
So all those people that were ripping on Titans, yes, we have a very easy laurel farming thing.
I was gonna
But
say,
it
yeah,
also
don't
goes
get
to
your
prove
easiest-
that those of us Titans, you know why there's less Titans in the game? Because Titans are the guys that actually go work for a living.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
were work in the first 3 days when the hunters were double your flags.
Yeah, but
Day
And then
one, and
I
now
think
you can't
Bungie
catch
had
up.
to adjust a little bit because there was too much winning going on that we
No,
just-
Hey,
hold
bro,
on.
take
Uh-huh.
the salt and put it
They
back in the
nerfed us.
Nice
kitchen. cuz.
excuses already. Why don't you just flavorize your way to this win?
Let's think about the poor warlocks in this situation.
No.
Warlock?
Sorry,
What's a
this is
warlock?
This is Guardian Games.
oh, that's right.
Dude,
Hurt plays a warlock.
we don't
sorry.
have any rechargeable melees like everyone else. We have to like do it the normal way.
Exactly,
like,
German.
Bonnie
German
Darko.
eating crayons, drinking Monster, and punching.
See, the
drywall.
Titans set up that way because they
Hey,
know
see,
the guys are
Titans are
working and
all
playing at the
Kyles.
same time. We have to pay
Titans
the
are all
bills.
Kyles. Thank you for that, German. They are all Kyles.
Hey, look,
I don't
I'll
know.
drink
The
Monster.
hunters,
Thank you
the
very
hunters
much.
take a little bit of the Kyle.
No,
Crazy.
no. Hunters are Chads. Hunters are Chads. Titans are Kyles, and warlocks are that weird dude that wears
Are
the
wimps.
Carols.
Karens.
Yeah, fucking
Warlocks are wait, no, hold on. Warlocks are Karens.
Oh
That's
my
who
God.
you are. You are Karens.
whatever.
I can't believe you.
Nah,
just
Know
said
your
that.
place.
Hey man, the warlocks used to be. Hey, in D1, warlocks used to be the saving grace with that self res, man.
Yeah, self-res and that like 1.5 mile long melee. But here's the thing:
Mile.
I've not fired up Destiny in like 2 weeks.
Could you imagine if we had self-resing warlocks in today's raids and they didn't expend a token? That would be.
That's exactly why it's not there.
I think it'd be great.
No, why don't we just bring
Honestly,
back
I'm-
self-res warlocks for trials?
No.
No.
See, coming from a person
So
who's
you can
been
get
flawless
sniped as soon as you
multiple
res?
times. Yeah, no, hold on. Coming from a person who's been flawless multiple times, I could tell you with how Destiny's meta is right now, self-res warlocks would not work, and they would be the most terrible thing in trials.
Because Revoker.
Well, for one, you're gonna get camped because obviously, if it's a team of 3 warlocks, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But if you all die in the same place, self-res isn't gonna save you. Because the moment you self-res, I'm gonna sit there with a shotgun and just.
Yeah.
What were
I
you
think you're
guys-
right though. Like you're talking about like what's the gameplay experience of that element coming in, and you're right. It's probably
just-
something that's not fun in the end.
Just
right?
imagine 3 teammates still alive, sitting on your ghost with hard light streams, just going.
Dude,
Yeah,
don't
you're right.
even
Like,
start
person-
on
what's the
hard light.
point at that point, right? Like
There's not.
use your
at that point.
super for something offensive or neutral game, or
Or even the faster method, one person sits there with mountaintop, another person sits there with hard light. The moment you res, I shoot you, takes your entire shield away, and then hard light finishes the rest of the job for me.
Yep.
Wouldn't really work. Take hard light out, and maybe, but there
Oh.
can't be more than one, because then it really won't work.
Right.
Geek, it looks like you got something to say about that.
I'm just going to quote Astrocross and learn how to defend against hard light.
You can't defend much when you're
I was
dead.
gonna say,
Yeah.
well, hold on. What,
Hey, there's a pro
no.
tip for you. Don't die.
Oh no, never mind. I almost made it.
Okay. So
Because we know
Guardian
warlocks are
games.
used
So
to that.
let's
Sorry.
let's talk on the spring event for a bit. We could certainly riff on trials, meta, stuff like that too. But Hurt hasn't jumped in. So
I had to say
I'm
that.
gonna give him a
bro.
quick recap of what Guardian Games is.
let's
Great
just
talk.
That's you, Hurt. What is Guardian Games?
I don't know. I have.
Oh no, we're telling her
We
what
have to
Guardian
tell
Games
him.
is.
I was trying to use it as a segue to like
Yeah.
open up the
So
I
conversation.
haven't fired it up, and I have no intention to fire it up unless I am fired up.
I mean,
about
there's
firing it up because
pretty.
it just seems like
You got
another.
the
Hey,
exotic.
here, grab a whole bunch of bounties, go and do a whole bunch of stupid stuff that you've done
Yeah.
for now 3 years, and then whoever wins gets
The
to talk about
exotic,
how they farm.
Yeah, the
but that
exotic-
exotic heavy machine gun is pretty well worth it, dude.
That's a
Having
good
played with
segment.
it now, it beats 21%. But it's
Hold on, though.
specific because it's exotic. It's got to use. It's still. Yeah, but I'd still
Hold
say.
on, though. Think about it.
Are
When
you
that
going to
event
use it over
ends,
Xeno though?
but when that event ends, all you have to do is go get an exotic engram that you've never
Yeah.
had before. Those engrams that specifically target things you don't have.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Are they
It's
going to
back
put
at-
the? Are they going to
they're
put
gonna
that
put
in?
it back in
yeah,
the- they have to.
they've done it with everything else so far. Arbalist.
They did it with
Yep.
all the
Bastion.
and everything. So
Yeah.
there's no purpose to me doing this event. Honestly, though, I competed, but the fact that you have to unlock 7 triumphs and those triumphs take you like a good 2 weeks to do.
Well, half the
Yeah.
people that had it, did stuff from the last seasons and everything else, have been doing stuff along, had those triumphs done as soon as they started the game on day one. I think I had 4 done on day one.
I had none done. I was one of those unlucky people that had nothing. So either you cheat your way through it, or you don't get it at
2
all. And you
weeks.
wait till the event ends. In
So
2 weeks.
what I saw
Hey,
some
so
dude was
Spark
like,
said, did they state that though?
what, that it's gonna go into the
They never
loophole?
stated
Yeah,
that
they-
it's
yeah,
going to
they-
go
they
into the
never did
loophole.
that.
They never stated, but it
I-
always says.
They never did with Arbalist. They just kind of did it.
Bastion. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Bastion
about
was
that.
the same way. They
Yeah, I
just-
hadn't thought about that. That's a good point.
So that's honestly like, I've and this is not trying to like rip all over it, but like I've honestly just kind of lost my incentive to really.
Well, I
Go
got
for
you
it.
on
That's-
this too. Make this even worse. You know those exotic engrams from the season pass that you get that specifically give you things you don't have?
Mhm.
Half the people who have been playing, who regularly play, have these engrams waiting because they have 3 characters and they have all the exotics already. So
Yeah.
I literally can log into Destiny when that thing drops into the game in regular loot pool. I have 2 exotic engrams sitting in my season pass. All I have to do is go click. Oh, look, I got Heir Apparent.
Yeah.
So that
Well-
2 weeks worth of grinding you guys did.
Well, I'm going to say this,
Obsolete.
though. I will say this. Having played it a couple times now this week, what the good thing is about the Guardian games, while we're all crapping on the loot, which we all know hasn't changed, is there are a lot more people actually doing strikes and actually doing forge events. So old content is actually a little bit more enjoyable because you're not just sitting there getting crap and all this other stuff. Now the rewards are a little bit but
Gambit as
yeah.
well, Spark says.
No, wait, when does Mesa get the target? Is that tomorrow?
27th.
On the 27th? We all need to group up and try to take him out.
Yeah, so a couple things
One
happening
day,
here,
he
right?
says.
Bungie bounties are still going on, so there
Monday.
is still like a full kind of
Okay,
release
twisted.
schedule for that. And we know Mesa is going to be coming up here soon, so we'll get some details on that. But we definitely come out and support him.
Bungie bounties.
I'm not going to go support him. I'm going to make him dead.
Ah, there you go. Well, yeah, support, right?
I'll
That-
support him
that's
laying
fine.
down.
Fair enough.
Because
Anything involves Crucible, count me in. Just tag me.
In terms of Guardian games, though, did want to ask you guys a couple questions. How do you guys feel about the Laurel concept, right? Like the mechanic of the Guardian games isn't the Verdant Forest like the rivalry from last year. So there's not necessarily this simulation of event that we've seen before. Instead, there's a new mechanic going on.
I
There
think
are
it's
different
'cause they
quests
had
and
to.
bounties that come into play here. But right, the laurels are things that you earn from supers, melee kills, grenade abilities. Does that help, expedite? Is it fun in terms of the, going into the strikes, the gambit, forages? Does it add an extra element that's worth
Hi,
it? What do
Dad.
you guys think?
Hi, Dad. You guys tell me. I don't know.
I honestly think Bungie was a little. I think they had to not do a specific area for the event because they had to make people play the old content. I think that's the main reason they did it that way, is they wanted to get some of the content, actually getting playtime, gambit, strikes.
Well, if you think about it
remission.
too, to me, I think they did that so you got more people that's been playing constantly for possible new people that would have jumped in.
I think it's a little sad though that
Well.
it's a moat reskin
Yeah.
because it's basically a Gambit moat with a symbol in different colors.
Yeah.
I agree. But
That's a little
at least
sad.
it's something different. It's
That's
enjoyable. Now,
It's still technically something to do.
all it is though is just we're just banking moats. At the end of the day, the laurel is you're just banking the moats in the tower.
Except instead of a timed Gambit match, you're just going to the tower.
Right. And you don't have to worry about somebody sniping you and
once
losing
you
their laurels.
can get into the tower.
And I've seen some people group up with, like, when you're actually grouping up Titans with Titans, Warlocks with Warlocks, you can certainly get a lot more going on. And there's this sort of like spamminess of like all of it coming out. It's a little different when it's like all separate and you're only generating your own modes. But I guess I could see where they were going with that somewhat.
Of the strikes I did today, I did 6 strikes. 5 of those 6 strikes, the team composition was Titan, Warlock, and a Hunter. We were balanced across the board.
Yeah.
And what I found very interesting was for 3 of those strikes, we were all taking our time to do finishing blows to get laurels created. And in the other 3 strikes, I don't think anybody knew what the heck they were doing because they were just shooting the crap out of everything to try and go in. And I was like going, you guys are defeating the purpose of getting the medals.
Totally.
The sad part is the Whisper Room is the fastest way to create laurels too.
What about Shirochi Wish?
No, a Whisper Room is always faster.
Really?
Okay, so day 1, me, Sin, Mesa, Knight, Twisted, and one other, I think Kristen, all got our shells within the first hour of Guardian games.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I mean, and I know that the Whisper mission is good for that too, but I was just even doing like EDZ public event on Wine and Code by myself, just literally going in a triangle with Skullfort and my Titan, just smashing everything that'll tree. I got it in like a half hour. So it's nice that the shells themselves are pretty easy to go after. Obviously, the heir apparent machine gun is going to take a little bit more work if you do it legit. But I guess I was like happy in the end that it wasn't like a massive grind for the maybe 1 or 2 cosmetics they let you have outside of Eververse.
I
don't know.
I think they needed a way to give us heir apparent.
Yeah.
I think there could have been a slightly cooler way though.
Yeah.
Like the heroic. Okay, so you guys know the Mars Lost Sector to the right side when you spawn in the lower section of Mars.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Cabal one where you kind of run
Cabal
down
one.
and loop
Imagine
up.
if they did it with like a quest tied to that Lost Sector, that would be cool. Like an exotic version of that Lost Sector where it's jam packed with enemies. But I mean, I guess it's exotic, so it has to be semi time consuming to get.
Right.
Yeah.
Semi.
Yeah. Depends on how you look at it, really.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Ghost
if you
shell
break,
take 10 minutes.
yeah, if you break any game down though, like you're kind of like doing the same thing over, right? Like that's what's not even game life.
Well,
They're these loops. So like
here's what I find
they're trying
really,
to give us some reason to do the loop again, right?
Here's what I find really, really intriguing is they're giving us this exotic machine gun, but with the way the mechanics are for Guardian games, there's no way that I'll put that machine gun on over my Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because, and then, so right now I run Monte Carlo, and then I run, oh god, the auto rifle from GOS Raid,
Reckless
Oracle with Demolitionist on it.
Dude, that's
Because
Double auto rifle? What?
well,
Is that what you just said?
Monte Carlo gives me my melee energy back for punching, and my Demolitionist gives me grenades back.
Demolitionist, yeah.
So
Cool.
I mean, those are the 80% of the freaking pickup bounties that you get. That's it right there. Go punch stuff with one of your abilities, Void, Solar, or Arc. If it's Arc, I'm bottom tree and I never have to worry about it because with the Syntheseps on, I can just keep punching. But if it's Void or Solar, then I need the Monte Carlo to recharge my punches faster. And then I have to do grenade kills, and that's the Demolitionist for me. Okay.
My favorite one is how broken the Hunter way is on how easy it is.
Shinobi,
Spark, I feel for you, man.
No,
Spark.
no. Top
Hi, Night
tree
Jester.
arc staff, 2 distribution mods, Gambler's Dodge, Monte Carlo, and some gun with Demolitionist. I can punch in the Whisper Room for 20 seconds straight, dodge, and punch for another 20 seconds, get 2 headshot kills with Monte Carlo, go back, punch for another 20 seconds.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
and it just keeps building my super energy till I use my super, which lasts 30 seconds, which gives me a million motes.
I think the fourth horseman is good in just like German's saying, like in Gambit or circumstances. But
It's situational.
I just don't. I mean, I was watching some
every
streams.
Guys, I love it, man. I know you guys aren't
Not in
fourth horseman, but
PvP.
I freaking love it. I just finished the masterwork. Like, let's go shut down champions in Nightfalls. Like, I don't care what level.
I could
It's
see
great.
that, but not in like PvP. I've seen
All right,
several
Otto.
streams where people are
We're
Absolutely
gonna need
not
you to
PvP.
stream Grandmaster and do that.
See, I've not even played enough to get fourth horseman yet.
Give me like a month and I'll get up to 1025. But yeah.
I have no
Ooh,
desire to do Grandmaster.
did we talk about the Grandmasters yet? Last week or this week?
Why
We talked
would
about them a
you
little bit
just-
last week and
But-
how
and dropped
kind of
it though, right?
worthless they are.
There's no point to doing Grandmaster
Yeah,
other than if you want the
yeah.
title and accomplishment. It's an emblem. I don't even think it's a triumph, right? Someone correct me in chat.
I mean, there are triumphs that are part of the seal, right? Conqueror.
Yeah, there's triumphs that.
But yeah,
tied to
I mean,
it,
it's
but-
Grandmaster is positioned at completing it once. It's not something that's designed to be repetitive. They want it to simply sit at that end of the pinnacle
One and done content.
accomplishment.
Yep.
Exactly, and that's how they position the
Okay.
triumphs pretty clearly, right? Like complete it. It's not
Well, I
get a
do
certain
know
score or something like that.
who was it. Glad posted it. The guy that always does it already soloed the Grandmaster.
Oh, esoteric. Right?
Esoteric, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the completion rates are low.
I
At
s-
least maybe yesterday I saw like the Warmind bot post. It was like a 4% completion rate for all Guardians out there. So it's definitely rare, at least in its early form of it.
Yeah, not happening for me.
What solo?
Yeah. I mean, I could see it being something I try end of the season once I get there from the power grind, and we'll see how it goes. It's definitely going to rely on having a team there, but being
Power
25
grind's
light
good.
livers on.
You get to 125, they cap you. It doesn't matter what you go on beyond that. And you can go to 2,000 light and not going to do you any good.
Right, and I think what I'm just trying to say is like I have not been like min maxing my pinnacles every week, so I'm like at 1,005
Oh, gotcha.
like for my gear score,
Yep,
and obviously
same.
plus the artifact on top, so 1,017. So I need some time to get there.
I probably shouldn't tell you that my gear score is 1,003 and I haven't done anything for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, here let me look at what I am. I've not. Well, I don't even care. Never mind.
Twisted, what was Kristen at when we were doing that? You guys were doing that the other night. 972.
972.
972. I saw it on the stream.
Now, I also correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, did they change the reward structures this week for pinnacles as well?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's also one
weirdly.
thing
Well,
that's
see,
got
you
me
may
thinking
jump
about
up, though.
Grandmaster differently, though. And not to say
You
like
may-
I'm going to do it, but like there's a whole different set of. Okay, I can actually get
Yeah.
a bump up from doing Gambit Prime.
But think about it,
Comps,
is that
Rumble.
permanent?
No, and it shouldn't be, right? If they, once next season that they raise the soft cap again, another 50 points or whatever, there's no reason that they should be giving out +5
Angle's
drops
definitely
on
got
that.
something to say right there.
Go for it.
I do. I
Let's
beg to
go,
differ.
bud.
I think it should be. I think it should say.
I
What do you
can't-
have? What do you
Yeah,
have?
but-
The
But then aren't you
dungeon.
just like artificially like? So
Well,
I agree
well,
that
think about
I think
it.
there's two
What do
things
you-
here. I think there's two things though. Like there is
With it,
yes,
guys.
they definitely should have more pinnacle rewards as part of the overarching like end game.
Please- please
but I
don't punch
don't
your
think
laptop.
that they should put a ton of
I want
pinnacles
it to
out there
stop working.
and increase the score because it would just artificially make you jump to that whatever they put up faster.
Well, this is the reason. There's two reasons I beg to differ. One, I know a lot of people who play Destiny who play by themselves.
Yeah.
Gambit, Strikes, and Crucible, all those pinnacles can be done solo.
Yep.
Think about it. All you have before what they did was the raid, the dungeon, and and Master Nightfalls, right? You had 3. Now we have 6 or 7, I think it is.
Hmm.
And the
Think about
reality
the
is,
people.
That sounds right.
Think about the people who play by themselves or don't always have the time to do a raid.
exactly.
That benefits the casual player just as much as it benefits the hardcore player,
Yeah.
because that hardcore player will be able to get to a higher
I
light
say
quickly.
that just means they'll get there faster, which
It'll make them get there
that's what-
faster.
yeah.
But the casual player will get there relatively quickly because he can do these things.
They'll
by
get there
himself.
faster than getting
And-
there at the end of the
And
season.
if
Yeah,
Bungie would get
exactly.
around to fixing like
which
The
would also
gear.
increase player base.
So you could farm gear drops better, try to farm your god tier kind of rolls better.
Yeah.
Then, those hardcore gamers, they're going to get to the end light anyways. That
Quick
hard
question
cap,
after this.
then,
Quick answer.
if they did that, they would give them the incentive to keep farming, where those people that are casual players, they just want to get to the light and call it good. And I still think that I would wish they would go back to the D1 days, where if you did get the raids, there was a specific activity that got you that extra 5 points of light. I think that deviation says, yes, I'm a good gamer. I like to go do all this stuff. I got to say 1,020. I am solid. And then you got the guys that are running around 1,025 that are the cream of the crop that did the end game stuff. I would like that back. Then there's incentive to go do that and farm it. But 5-point light difference, it's not a ton, but it's enough to so I did the extra effort, which you don't have now.
Yeah.
Hey, I got one question, or just to kind of come back, for the sake of conversation. What content in current Destiny though required casuals to have that pinnacle chase, have more pinnacle rewards? Was there anything that we genuinely needed to be above 1,000 for prior to Grandmaster? And so I'm trying to say,
you did need it for Nightfalls.
Yeah.
The certain events do scale, certain raids do scale. I know that the dungeon is getting significantly harder as I go up in light, because things are smacking me significantly harder.
Yeah, matching. Yeah.
Well,
so it creates that challenge in a way, but
think about when the season started and we lost the artifact power. How much people were getting just destroyed in certain activities because that artifact artificially inflated your light.
Totally. Yeah.
So
I think they should keep it based on the sole fact that this is a thing that helps everyone. This is like a good direction for Bungie, being able to appease everybody. Because I mean, I'm not a casual player. I'm also not a, god tier player. I'm like the middle tier, where I also play a lot, but I don't always have a lot of time to do these certain events. And this helps me tremendously because when the new season starts, I'm not screwed out of my light levels significantly. And then this helps people like Kristen that we play with, who is 972, who can now actually climb a little faster and get to those things. Plus, getting everybody up higher allows more people in Grandmaster Nightfalls, which makes your one-time event played millions of times, because there's millions of players who can now actually do it, which makes it a little bit more worth it for them to even release it in the first place. Because now they didn't have, the 6 or 7 famous streamers that are 10-25 doing it now. Go smoke and sit there every week, grind these basic pinnacles, and then actually get somewhere with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there in a sense too, because even like me this week logging in, like seeing the pinnacle rewards, even for just like regular Gambit, I was like, I'm gonna play regular Gambit this weekend just to get the pinnacle, right? Like it gave me enough of that bump to play a game mode that otherwise I literally wasn't gonna touch.
I still haven't gone into Crucible.
Right, but I mean, I started doing that this week too. Like I just played some comp for the first time in a while, right? And it's good. So I do like that they rolled it out. I definitely do. I think maybe they're onto something a little bit in terms of like finding a middle ground when to go up with it. Because
you mean bring back the fun?
Sure.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be.
I just don't want like artificial numbers. Like I don't want them to just like give us like a massive score and we get there in like 2 days. Like is all I'm trying to say.
So real fast, sort of on the same vein, but you're talking about artificial numbers. Like, okay, so I want to see if you guys all answer correctly here. What is the to date single best 6-player match-made activity that Bungie has come up with since they dropped the game?
D1, 2, or just D2?
I would keep it to D2.
You said match-made activity?
Yes, 6-player match-made.
That's an easy one. For me, that's 100% an easy one.
Hey, let's look at this for a second. That right there is a guaranteed way of grinding your god rolls. Why don't they start trying to figure out a way to rotate all of the loot in the game, even armor, everything, and just taking out the Beloved, taking out Ostringer, taking out inserting the other guns and things. That is the best thing Destiny 2 has done is Menagerie. It's amazing. I played it like 6 or 7 times. I don't know. Bunny can correct me. However many times a couple nights ago with Bunny trying to get everybody their their catalyst for Izzy, even though they decided to kill Izzy. But like even just doing it, like it was fun. It stayed engaging. Yeah, sure, it's kind of rinse and repeat, but there's enough there, and it's like, oh,
And
you know,
you
holy
can
cow,
choose to build your weapon. You can
exactly.
you can set it so you
Now-
can go after a certain weapon. Now you don't control the drop on it, but you can go.
You
in there.
kind of do. You kind of
Yeah,
control the drop on it.
Sort of.
Because if you pick its
Not really,
masterwork,
though.
if you pick its masterwork, I've noticed there's usually at least one or two other perks in the gun itself that will also give it a buff to that specific masterwork.
Yeah.
Because I notice
Right,
every
but-
time I get a range masterwork weapon, because I only go for range masterwork weapons,
Yeah.
that there's
same.
always a bonus range perk that's good.
I mean, they
that's
were
either-
onto something there, though, right? Like, because they don't
They
want to
were.
be fully. They don't want to give you everything, right? Like, if you just went and got the perfect roll, you'd be done and literally stop playing.
Well,
But I do really like that they
hmm.
gave you an option on the masterwork thing.
Well, but I mean, like, look at it. Before they nerfed it and took away the double drops,
Everybody was running
everyone
it
was in there running there all the time.
constantly.
You took that out, and then Menagerie went flatline.
I mean, even 2
Agreed.
weeks ago when they did there was the bug for the Nightfalls. Like, I was farming Nightfalls
Okay. Yeah,
for
I like-
the enhancement prisms.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so
see, now
everyone
you're
wants-
not doing them.
Yeah, so we need to get Warmind bits to unlock all the bunkers and stuff, right? I'm not doing the little tower relay thing because that's repetitively boring. I'm going doing strikes. I get
Yeah.
Warminds faster doing the strikes, and while it's not great loot or anything, I get guaranteed stuff. I'm making more shards. I'm getting more coin, getting more drops, have a chance more at exotics because I'm doing the Nightfalls and stuff. What's the honest? Okay, I got the one weekly where I got to open 4 cash chests. That doesn't do me any good. Doesn't give me anything. So I don't even need that. I just go
40
do the
bits.
I go do the
I've
one
not even
strike gives
done
me
this
30.
Now-
So
public event thing you guys are talking
Angle,
about.
I think we were gonna come in a minute
Safe
ago
time.
on
Yeah, no,
Menagerie, though.
on what Hurt said. Hurt, I see your point, and I raise you one.
Yeah.
Bring back the double loot drops to where I could slot new runes and go back and forth in and out of the zone. Unfix their repair to Menagerie. Don't take beloved the other weapons that you can get strictly from Menagerie. Just take
Okay,
out
so take out
all the other ones.
Yeah,
Like,
that would work too.
Trust and Duskrock Blues.
Yeah,
Take
DRB,
those
the
out and
tracker space,
rotate
and all
them
that.
with
Yeah.
other things. Like
Yeah, I agree. That's what
Warden
I'm saying though. Is
Claw
like,
and all the other guns that we can get.
Oh man, and they could do it each season. They could refresh
That's
the
what
loot
I'm- that's
table
what
for
I'm
the
saying.
thing. Yeah,
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
right.
Like that is
Or every
a
reset, we
massive
get a new
hole that they
section
could
of
fill.
weapons. Now they could even, I'll raise it even one more. They could take all the loot drops from the, what was this? Not before we had Guardian games, we had faction rallies. Take all the
Oh, yeah.
faction loot,
There you go.
Put-
That's the way to
put
put
all the
stuff in.
faction loot in there, and just have it keep rotating. So every reset day, Menagerie has a new section of loot weapons. That's
Dude,
not
that-
that
that's-
hard.
It
See,
shouldn't be.
this
That's
is
what I'm
this
talking
hits
about.
on that play your way thing that Luke Smith was talking about a while
Yeah.
ago, because you could choose what you go after, and
let
that
us.
is the nerdy fun
Play
part
your way,
of
dude. Let us.
yeah.
And that was the most, dude. Menagerie Season of Opulence was probably the most fun I've ever
It
had.
was
in
amazing.
D2.
I loved it.
Like again, Menagerie may have been repetitive, but it was entertaining.
Yep.
It's not like this event with the stupid bunkers where we just have to keep grinding stupid throwing balls for 20 minutes.
I've not done it
it's-
one time, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to do this.
I've had to do it 20
I'm sick
plus
of throwing
times.
orbs.
It's not fun. It's not entertaining.
Nope.
Like, give us back the content we told you we liked.
All right,
We
so look here though.
Yeah.
We liked.
Hey,
Not
look,
stuff that you don't know.
Angle. You can keep saying that, but
It'll
we
never
all
change.
know
you're gonna
It's
still
going
keep
to-
playing.
you're going to keep playing no matter what.
That's not true because I've not played. Like
Or you don't count.
no, yes, dude. I
You're
I
irrelevant.
have
Wow.
played.
You're
Shush.
irrelevant,
I
Warlock.
stayed playing through Curse of Osiris. I stayed playing through Warmind, like religiously.
And how busy have you been too? That you just told us when you first jumped on.
no,
you
I
haven't
mean
had time to
I'm
play
busy,
anything.
but I would still find time to play. I just don't care to play Destiny right now. Like it's fallen out of favor. It's
Yeah.
just kind of.
And
I've
that's
not done the
okay
Seraph
too,
Tower,
though,
I've
right?
not done
Like
the bunkers. I don't
we've
have
all
a
played it
single
a
Seraph
lot,
weapon.
you know?
Should
But it's
I?
because
Yes.
yes, but see, if you did really care, you would play.
if I cared, I'd play.
Yeah,
But
so
the thing
see-
is that I don't. But it's because I
And see,
lack
exactly.
incentive.
So it doesn't really, since it doesn't make you want to play, don't play it.
I
Play
don't.
something else.
I don't. But
You
that's
see-
the issue is that I'm
Because you
one of
can take a
people that
break.
stuck
There's
with it
been
from the
many people
beginning.
that have taken a break and came back.
I took a break for a few weeks, but here's the thing. Here's what the difference is, guys. Okay, and I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, I took a break from Destiny 2, and I'm playing other games. Jay's playing other games, and we're talking about content. You three just keep talking about Destiny 2. Let's play some other games, man. I still want to know which one we're going to get together and stream together as a squad of podcasters. What game are we doing as a team?
Minecraft.
I thought we just recently
No.
decided on
PSO2.
I think PSO2 when it comes to PC, but what else is out there?
Like, what else you... No, Twisted.
My Little Pony Adventure Island.
I'm down. I will play that over
German?
Destiny.
I have that. I will play that with you.
What is it on Xbox or PC?
That's the
It's a mobile
unexpected-
game
Okay,
on my
all right.
tablet.
Like I can.
No,
get it on
Twisted. No.
Not
No.
going back down that path. That's
Honestly,
a long path.
There's a lot of options.
Well,
Yes.
let's pick one. Let's do one together. I know Spark went out. He's got PSO2, and it's cross play, so it's not
No,
just
Country
cross
Henry.
save. So
Yeah, definitely not.
which
Not
one?
Division 2.
I'm still
No.
for No Man's Sky,
Okay,
right? Like,
okay.
I still intend to play that a bunch.
See, the problem with No Man's is it's 3-person only or 4-person.
Four.
Yep, and it's
We need
questionable connection.
5 or 6.
Now, country. I'm going to explain why I can't do Division 2. I have it. I like it, but I stopped playing it because when my kids started walking around the house dropping the F-bomb, I can't
It wasn't
play
because
that.
Hurt Locker hangs out.
a little too
No.
real.
So it made it so
No,
I
that's-
couldn't. I
That's
couldn't
why
play
they
it.
dropped the yeet bomb.
Nightly, I would be entirely okay with that, but have you seen Geek in PvP?
I'm not doing PvP.
If
He's
it's
not talking-
PvP
Oh,
He's the
well,
only
related,
hold
Destiny
on.
player
Wait.
with 0.0 KD.
He's not talking Destiny
Okay.
PvP.
No, let me
He's
rephrase
talking
that.
COD PvP.
If it's I did
That's the
COD
point.
PvP. Actually, I like the mechanics in COD better.
Knights, that's
I
the
do
point.
like the COD mechanics
Oh,
better.
man.
Like Breakpoint, man. I love the mechanics and the aiming and everything else. It just feels more established, and that might be aim assist or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, but PvP. If you're talking PvP in like World of Warcraft, which I'm not going back to, I was fun and I like PvP in World of Warcraft and PSO2. If there was, I don't think there is, but if there was PvP,
I don't believe
I'd
there is.
be okay with it. But that's because those games like that, they don't care about the balancing. You know, I don't have to be, can I snipe somebody across the room with the sniper rifle? World of Warcraft, have I got my shield up? Do I got a spell that's being cast? Am I throwing a hunter an arrow to the knee or whatever? So yeah, World of Warcraft and Skyrim arrow to the knee reference there. I did it.
Like you till it's an arrow to the
Dip back when I expect. I don't know. I just don't know.
don't
But we need
see
to find
honestly-
something that we play because I want us to start streaming games, man. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Minecraft.
Minecraft would be fun, but the only problem is there's no like objective we could work till.
No, that's what I'm saying is that the server that we have that we play on, it's a Lord of the Rings based server, and there's this thing called the Utmo or Autumno or whatever, and it's like it's hell on earth.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
on
not
Middle
bad.
Earth. It is crazy
See,
hard.
here's
and
here's the problem for you
that's
though.
something that we could do.
Here's the problem you're gonna have, Hurt. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna load it on the ray tracing platform, and you're just gonna have to watch.
Okay, that's fine.
Scoot.
He said, "Okay, move over."
But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just
He's
enjoying.
not really kidding. Hurt.
I'm
if
gonna be
they-
honest, dude. That ray tracing, it's spoiling me. It is gorgeous, but
See, if they had cross save, and it could, and you know, I mean, it's already on PC, but if they had cross save, I would say Warframe.
Yeah.
I bet
Wait,
you.
how many
I
players in Warframe?
4 though.
for.
I know.
but
I
it-
think there is a certain activity that you can do 6. Because
But is
we're-
that where you got to do like
That was a
instant
raid.
hopping
Even
or-
in-
They used to have-
See, even in PSO2, you have 4-man squads, but you have raids of the raids will be 8-man. Right, Jay? The raids are 8-man squads, right? Savage, Warframe. Warframe. Don't be dissing on my Warframe, man. I like Warframe. As soon as they implement cross save, I'll start playing again on the PC.
well,
I'd
sadly,
just
we
like
only
to, like,
have
the slide spin
a year from now.
Bullet jump.
yeah, we have one developer working on it.
Yeah.
They said the entire dev team consists of one man, and they're still waiting on permission from
Hero.
Nintendo Microsoft and Sony to actually release the cross save.
Hey man, if only cross save wants to happen between Xbox and PC, that's all right with me. Oh, my
Yeah,
Warframe's on
Xbox.
PC. Yeah, I mean, my
check out
stave's on the
Gang
Xbox, man. I want it on PC.
I'm
Gang Beasts.
perfectly fine with that.
Saw someone play it today. Gang Beasts? What is Gang Beasts?
We could do tabletop Monopoly.
I'm googling
mean,
Gang Beasts right now.
But to your point though, like there could be like a little weird trivial type game like that we find, and that's
Okay.
Beat 'em up
you know what I
party
mean?
game.
German. I actually have that on the Xbox. My kids and I play it. My kids stopped playing it because controlling those guys is a pain in the butt. It sucks to control them. It is horrible.
I think I've seen that.
It's. I'll pull it up.
All right, Mario Kart guys.
You don't want these hands, man. You do not want these hands in Mario.
Boy,
Kart.
I'm gonna be hitting you with so many banana pills.
Honey, you won't be able
Stay
to
cross-eyed for a week.
You
boy.
won't be able to see me.
Yeah, rip on tabletop Monopoly.
Well,
Is
what
Metro
about
says.
here's the thing.
That's because he was losing in tabletop. I know he was winning in
Total-
tabletop Monopoly the other day. That's
I have
why.
tabletop. I love that game. Dude, we could do a no. It would take forever. Axis and Allies game. That would be freaking sick, awesome. But take forever. It's a strategy game. Hurt would lose.
Oh, dude, I'm good at those.
Just kidding. So
Shade
Risk,
Realm.
like
As
growing
I'm-
up, Risk was my stuff.
yeah. So one of the things we're going to be doing. Some of you noticed like Jay and I moved from Mixer to Twitch, and we're going to be moving.
And Hurt Locker, but he doesn't
and
count.
Angle. Hurt never
You
streams
said not me,
anything,
brother.
anyways. But we're gonna move the podcast from Mixer to Twitch. We'll still upload content to YouTube, but we're gonna go to Twitch. And one of the things I set up as soon as we do is we're gonna have some more interactive games during the podcast, so we can have us talking. You don't have to look at our faces the entire time, but we can do things like. I don't know what it is about it, but I like the game Marbles. I'm having a blast with it whenever I watch the streams. It's like you zone out, you watch the marble drop, and you're just like, am I going to stay on the track? Or am I going to fall off? And is Jay going to beat me? You know, we've been in a few where we've seen like 20 or 30 people in the marble race. And then if you go to like DNP3's channel where he's got like 1,000 viewers and you have 8 people join the marble drop, you have just 800 people with there's 800 marbles. Just whoosh. It's awesome. It's mesmerizing.
Wait, is it almost like the marble racing video that was on Facebook of that Australian guy commentating?
I have no idea which one you're talking about.
Dude, I'll send it to you. It, like, honestly, I was more intrigued by that than I was the Daytona 500. I'll send it to you. It's
That's because who enjoys the Daytona 500?
well, I did up until
No,
Ryan
the marble
Newman
thing is
died.
like, you know, like the maps, people, you can make them as well,
Oh, okay.
and they can upload them for other people to test.
Yeah.
Hurt. If I wanted to watch racing, I would watch Le Mans.
No say.
Geek, do we have a
Or
Twitch
Formula One.
handle up for
Yeah.
to drop in chat? Could we just
Press
grab
press
a-
what to join.
Won't we link to the chat?
When let me go find it.
I guess when we upload this to YouTube too, we can have all the links to the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
I've already
stuff.
updated
Down in
everything
the
for it.
description
I've already updated everything. We
And
just
Spark
we
is on Twitch as well.
yeah. So far, if you guys go find us and follow us, it would be. Why is that making noise?
Because it's Twitch at the top.
Yeah.
Called
It'd be appreciated. Press what to join. Why did it not find the press what to join?
Random.
Either
side
way,
note.
we'll post it on socials
We
and so on
will
to get it
get
out there.
anything
But
out there.
yeah, as we kind of make that transition, any likes, refollows, things like that are appreciated. We don't want to make too many more
I'll get it set up.
switches of platforms on folks. But bear with us here and let us know feedback, right? If you like Mixer versus the Twitch experience for listening in and
Or
so
if
on.
you think we should stream straight just to YouTube, I'm thinking Twitch.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
with you on that one.
Well, I mean, Twitch is. We can do a little bit more like interactive games while we're doing it too.
Mm-hmm. There's other things in there we can do.
Well, there's also a section that you can call it just chatting too.
Yeah. So instead of having this game pop up, we can just do our podcast, but chatting. They actually have a podcast category, I believe. I'd have to
think they
double
do.
check it, but
Nice.
We can look at it later.
Yeah,
Sweet. We want to do a final question here, guys?
go for it.
Any other topics you want to talk about this week?
Well, I think we had our final question last week, didn't we? On our 3 revisited games.
Oh yeah.
Did you say
Well
for
then.
last week or this week?
This week.
Was it this? Yeah.
Because we
was
were
it-
talking about it in the meeting this week.
Yep, I remember that.
Do you mean underrated games or revisited?
Well,
yeah,
it's kind of a
I think
little
it's
bit of both,
both.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
I believe.
Which one do we want to do? Or do you want to do like revisited games to revisit?
How about underrated games that developers need to revisit?
No, it's not even really developers, man. Like, there's some good games out there that just enough people just don't know about.
Yeah.
Like,
Gotcha.
one that I've got right now that all of you on PC need to play is Trails in the Sky. Hey, this way, Geek. Chill out.
We're so supportive of each other. We're like cranky and
But
tired at the end of our
really-
stream. Urgh.
Angle and Hurt really need to check that game out.
Is it a weeb game?
He goes, "Is it a weed game?"
no, it is not Plants vs Zombies.
Jay, you gave me a look and you never answered. Is it?
Well, hey, no,
It
look,
is.
see, it's still
Called
a
it.
Japanese.
Okay,
role-playing game, dude.
so okay. I will.
Like, the whole point of it is the story of the game, dude.
I understand. It's just hard. Like, I am very much a graphics based person, and like
So play
that's
the
why
new ones.
that's why I could never
PC.
get into like Final Fantasy and stuff. Is like just like the
Have you seen the
massive
new Final
giant
Fantasy?
sword. that's,
Yeah,
like,
wait, hold on. Have you seen the new Final Fantasy? It's
No, what?
beautiful.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm talking the aesthetic, not so much the graphics. The aesthetic. It just doesn't do it for me. Like
Guys, he's just scared of his showing his inner weeb. We know
Which
he
one's
has-
Twisted?
I've never
It's okay. It's okay,
I've
He's-
never seen anime before. I couldn't tell you.
He's currently sitting on his waifu pillow. That's exactly why.
No, it's just gray. I've never seen anime before. It doesn't. Age of Empires 2 remaster is beautiful.
What'd you
yes.
watch as a kid?
Billy says it's okay, buddy. You can let it out.
I didn't. I was outside. My dad was like, "Get outside."
think-
You never watched TV in your entire life. You've never watched TV.
we watched like the History Channel and stuff, like documentaries. Yeah, I was a nerd, bro.
Final Fantasy 14.
Twisted. I beat
Twisted,
Final
I played that
Fantasy
on
14.
No, you didn't. It's MMO. MMO.
Yeah, I did Final Fantasy 14.
I always
You
bring it
beat
up
an
as far as
MMO.
underrated
we
games
did all the
table.
raids all the way through the
Play it.
samurai. I did my samurai, maxed out my samurai. We beat the raid stuff, and then
Called it
we
good?
need to go back. I called it good. I just actually canceled my sub. I went through my emails and I was like, why am I getting ding? Oh my gosh, I left my sub active. So
Oh no. Oh man.
yeah, so like for 6 months of not playing it, 8 months of not playing it, I was like, oh jeez.
Man,
Riz
throwing
kept
out
trying to get me
money.
to come play back, and Sage and them. They're like, I just when I left World of Warcraft, I kind of stepped away from that, and it was just really kind of I was getting burnt out on the MMO kind of aspect on that one. I wanted a fresh start. Everyone's been playing this, and everyone's been playing that. It wasn't unique anymore. And so I was trying to find something that might be groundbreaking. So I'm really kind of excited for Amazon New World coming out. Their different perspective, different take on the mechanics, and some combinations they're taking and bits and pieces from all the other MMOs that have been semi-successful. So it'll be interesting to see how that implements. But I'm also really excited for PSO2 because that's a whole different type of MMO. I hate on me chat. I don't play anime games. Well, there goes half the games out there, dude. How are you... Anime is influenced.
Triggered.
You guys can disagree with me. How
That's why
many of
I'm
you
doing it.
think that games that we have
Look at
now
him.
would not be there if we didn't have anime to influence it?
Yeah.
A
You got
lot.
her. Keep going.
Dude, I just
No.
Watch this,
it's
guys.
It's the niche. It's niche.
And it spirals. Yeah.
We wouldn't have Titanfall without Gundam. 100% we would not have Titanfall without
I've never
Gundam.
played Titanfall.
Then you're missing out.
Wow.
Talk about underrated games, though, right?
I love
You
Titanfall.
really are missing out.
I-
Titanfall's
Titanfall
pretty
was
good, man.
so much
Titanfall 1 was fantastic.
Sherman
Titanfall
says,
2,
"What is wrong with you?" Shame.
Titanfall 1
In all
good.
caps.
Titanfall 2 no.
I'm
Get him,
sorry.
German.
The PvP was fun. The mechanics
I
were
did have-
fun. The wall
I did have
run
a lot
was
of fun,
fun. I love Titanfall. Titanfall was so
Mhm.
much
Hold on,
fun.
what
What's
does
this about
chip
chipping?
mean? Is that some like Canadian thing?
Ratchet and Clank,
Oh my
or the
God.
remake of Spyro.
German
Nice.
says, "Hand your gamer card in." Hurt.
Oh.
Hurt today.
You're
You
losing
lost
your
can't
man
find it.
card.
You lost your
your
main
game
card and your gamer card. What's left?
Hurt's now a eunuch.
We gotta go easy
Um,
on him today, though, guys. Like,
No,
let's be
I like the remake
It's a
of.
hard day, okay? It's a hard
Today's a
day.
hard day. Yeah.
In the
You guys
Hurt
want a fun
house.
one? The remake of Spyro, the remaster was really well done. Just to stay in tune with Hurt, there, it's a cartoon, not anime, that it's based off of.
Well, see, like Fable, I love Fable, and I love the aesthetic of it.
No, serious
And
question.
that's like that's a cartoony game.
Did you
but
ever
it's
like
just-
Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon?
No, I've never in my life. Actually, matter of fact, I'll take that back. I can't find my wallet. I have 2 Pokemon
no.
cards. I have 2 Pokemon cards. The only 2 I've ever owned in my life. One is I
That's
don't know
awesome.
how to
Geek.
say it.
Nice. Framed up well on the camera too.
Two
Yeah,
two animes in one, Bubba. Two.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. I found my wallet. I found my
How can
wallet.
you
I will show you guys
like
the
Fable
only
and not try out Final
Pokemon cards
Fantasy
I've ever
14?
owned in my life, and I'll
Oh,
tell you.
and
the reasons
listen.
why. Oh, it's 3
It
now.
has a working
Cameron,
bell.
he lost
Only
his
3
man card,
Pokemon
gamer
cards.
card, and credit
No,
card.
that's not true.
These are
German
the only
and-
3 Pokemon cards I've ever
German-
owned in my entire life.
German,
And
in
the
his
reason
defense,
why-
he's engaged,
boys
married,
gave
so he got nothing anyways.
No, the boys gave these to me, so that's the only reason I have them. I've never had Pokemon
Nitro said he
cards.
lost his credit card too.
It's just not something that I was ever
man.
into. I played sports and
Those kept his
I feel you, man. I feel you.
yeah, it's just something that I was never into. Like all my friends are like, talking about their Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff, and I'm just like, what's that? As a kid, no idea what it was.
Hurt was sheltered
Hurt's
as
like
a kid,
Yu-Gi-Oh
guys.
cards.
No,
I got a
I
12
played
gauge.
sports,
What's up?
dude. That's literally all I did. I just played sports. I didn't.
So
start
you
playing
so
video
what you're
games
saying
until
is,
I was an
Hurt,
adult.
you can't play sports and also watch anime.
No, like my
Mhm.
dad was so focused on me playing sports that he didn't. Like he'd be like, "All right, go shoot like 1,000 free throws."
What'd you do by yourself?
So
Didn't
my
shot
dad,
free throws.
I did sports
I
growing
shot
up,
free
right?
throws.
I did a lot of sports growing up and everything, varsity and all the way through high school. And my dad, and I still did comic books, and I collected comics and everything. And
Oh,
my
see,
dad
that's something
never
I like. I
understood
like
it.
comic books.
And I collected the series called Ghost Rider when it first came out, and I got 2 of the first 10 issues. And then like a year later, I was like, okay, I need to go. I'm gonna keep one set. I'm gonna go sell the other set. My dad's like, this comic book is a waste of your money. Da da da. Drove me down to Emerald City Comics, went upstairs with me to sell them, and he didn't say one word on the way home. I spent like $20 on those comics when I bought them. I left with almost $3,400 in cash. 1 year later, and my mom was like, he never lived it down. Ever.
No, that
So.
you brought that's something I used to do. I used to really love comic books and like baseball cards. I was actually talking to Sam about this just the other day. I had like, and people can you can say whatever, you're lying, whatever. Like I had like OG rookie season Babe Ruth cards. Like I had like the cream of the crop, like baseball cards. I had them. And some dude stole my mom's Suburban. That's what that they were at. Yeah, I had 3 big
sucks.
giant. I had 3 big giant like Wolverine work boot boxes
Cases.
full of baseball cards, and I had all of my what is it, Mickey Mantle, I think is the name. Maybe I'm saying, I don't remember. I'm talking, I had like the OGs of baseball,
Nice.
like legitimate, never been
Both.
popped seals, everything.
Mickey Mantle, yes, dude.
Yeah, and dude, like I'm talking, I had probably a lot of money.
Hey, Geek,
for
he's had a
cards
rough
in
day.
those
Don't
cases.
make too much fun
Yeah,
of it.
I
it's been
know.
a bad day.
I'm
But,
scared to see what my card collection is worth, honestly, with what
No,
I have
that's what
saved
I'm
from when I
saying,
was a
and-
kid.
Dude, these guys stole
That wasn't
the
very long ago,
Suburban,
Angle.
and I lost all of them. And so like I got the Babe Ruths and the Mickey Mantles from this old man down the road, had a garage sale, and I went over there, and he had this big giant binder full of baseball cards.
Hurt is reliving. Hold on.
Where's
Hurt,
this story going?
Hurt is
and I
reliving
bought
this. He's reliving the
man.
Sandlot. You're
Yeah,
reliving the
dude.
Sandlot.
It just you guys making fun of me because I didn't watch
twisted.
anime. I read comic
But
books.
Oh, how the
Make fun of you, bro.
turntables.
But here's the
Someone
thing.
getting bullied for
You
not
do
watching
realize
anime.
how much influence anime had on comics and vice versa
Oh, I'm
going
sure.
out there.
I'm sure,
What-
but like I was just into like Spider-Man.
And here's the thing. I used to be concerned what people would think if they found out I watched anime. I'm 44. I don't give two craps. A lot of my
It's
friends
just
do
I've
it, but I
never
think
been
what the
exposed
biggest
to
thing is people hear anime and instantly think, "Oh, hentai." Oh no.
Tentacle porn.
No. No. Now I
Yeah,
have to say this
it's
too.
a
If
classic
I'm
thing of people don't
Right.
fear what they don't understand, right? So like people
So
are gonna
that's hurt.
that have no
Mhm.
pers-
By the way, if I'm a little
baseline.
antsy, I have drinking a lot of liquid during this podcast.
Go to the bathroom.
Oh, man,
my
that's a lot worse than I thought it
God.
was.
That's a QE. Yeah, we gotta. Oh my god.
So first, Twisted said we're about to roast Hurt like a hog in Hawaii.
And when Twisted's getting quiet, he's like, yeah, good. Dude. I can't tell if he's talking about the drink or
Yeah,
the
he's talking about
anime.
He's
Okay.
concerned. He's concerned, definitely.
Well, dude, I had the kidney stone. I'm taking sure I stay hydrated. I don't want it back.
I guess we
like
can let
wine
that
or
lead
something?
to our final question.
Right. I mean, I got a couple underrated games that I could run through here quick too, and then we could probably wrap this up. But I was looking through my Xbox feed, and a couple I thought were underrated that were good. Max Payne 1 and 2, I really liked back in the day. DMC,
Okay.
State
May
of
Cry?
Decay, Alan Wake, and The Wolf Among Us.
If you don't know Time Shift, check it out.
I
It's
don't.
another beautifully underrated game back then.
Nice.
How about
Need a second
Cubert?
one.
Do you guys know what Cubert is?
Hellgate
do.
London.
Sounds
I've
familiar.
heard of it, but I don't know.
Hubert. Yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that noise one more time. All right, thank you.
Me,
Yeah.
I always say Fable. I always bring up Fable. Like, love those games. I wish Lionhead Studios didn't go belly up, or I wish someone would buy the IP and like remaster it, or just revisit that world because like it was awesome. Like,
Well,
that.
Hurt, there's your life goal right there.
What?
Make
Create-
enough money to
Oh,
rebuy it.
I'm buying the Tesla Cybertruck first, guys. Sorry. To bring up that conversation. No, yeah, but
guys.
hold on, German. Is it that the one that's like a card game or whatever? Because they've been talking about that forever.
He said no,
I'll have to
not a
look
card
into it. I'll have to look into
Jeremy, you got a link for him?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll shoot me a link.
Card game is dead. Put him on the spot. He's like, hold up.
Yeah, right. You're grilling
Yeah.
German now.
Sorry, buddy. I love Fable so much. Like I've sunk so many hours
It's been
into
in the
that
works
game.
for years. It's supposed to come out. Let's see these things.
Here you go, Hurt.
Okay.
Christmas present.
Yo, you are a gentleman.
Around
not
the
a
same
scholar.
time as
I will
him,
give
yeah.
it a read.
If
Or
Oh,
the
that's a
North.
good one,
Up in
too.
North.
if they could ever let the PS4 play PS3, I would have this thing in there right now.
Oh, there was a
Games.
game on the X.
I have
or
that as
the
well.
GameCube.
It's sitting on the shelf over there.
Heck of a great game.
The Third Age. Did you guys ever play the Third Age on the
Yeah.
GameCube?
No,
Oh
Yeah.
man, super good.
actually,
You know,
I
one
never had a
game now
GameCube.
that you
Very
just made me
I'm
think about
surprised. Yeah.
is,
This
was,
man never had a GameCube. Have you played Super Smash Bros.
See.
Melee on the GameCube?
I
See,
haven't.
this is-
I haven't.
this
is
I have a
me.
Switch now.
What is this? Oh yeah. There's one. There's.
Oh
there's-
yeah, I remember. I haven't played it, but I remember the
Oh,
title.
here we
I
go.
looked at it.
I have one more. I can't remember the name of. I got to pull it out of my game library.
Hey, when in doubt, just like Geek turn on his TV and start finding stuff for us.
Yeah, he's showing off.
When in doubt, all I have to do
Pee
is
really
start.
bad.
Go.
Or
Hey,
wait,
I'm
hold
just-
on, hold
I
on.
don't want to.
This is a classic we all know
This is
and love.
exercise and bladder control.
Dude, I was
Ooh,
playing
nice.
Crisis 3 just the other day.
Well, I'm still waiting to see how it plays on the Switch when it comes out.
Yeah. Dude, Crisis 3 is amazing.
Crisis was a fun game.
Dude,
It was a
yeah.
very, very fun game.
Dude, those nano suits, I would sell my soul for one.
After the Cybertruck.
No,
the
I'm
Cybertruck.
just gonna buy that. I will
You
sell.
get
I
the
will
the
sell
suit
my
and
soul.
then steal the Cybertruck.
No. I'm gonna buy the Cybertruck and just sell my
How
soul
to
for
blow
a,
up your
for a nano
Switch
suit.
101.
Yeah. It's gonna be like the Samsung Note 7 hashtag the Nintendo Switch.
Or wait, hold on. Remember the hoverboard incident?
Which one?
when they weren't allowing them on trains because they were blowing up spontaneously.
So
Man.
back in the day on the 360, before they went bankrupt, there was a company that made a game called Reckoning, King of Amular.
Oh, King.
Yep, that's
I have
exactly what I was
yeah.
thinking about.
I'm pretty sure
That was a
That
lot
was
of
a good
fun
one.
too, and it's still
Yeah,
good.
it was.
And you can't connect to the servers now, but you can still load everything up and play from scratch. It's actually a pretty fun game.
Nice.
It's so.
That's the game I was thinking about, dude.
Yep.
Zone right there.
And
I actually
right here,
think I like got that for free in like a gift giveaway
You know
or
what,
something like
though?
that,
Yeah.
that I won once. I enjoyed it.
German. If you see right there, it's highlighted in pink. I have that Gang Beasts. We bought it. We
Can
played
you
it. We
focus in
uninstalled it.
on the screen? The focus is a little fuzzy.
I don't know if I can.
It might not be
There you
worth
go.
it. Never mind. More.
There you go.
He said no more. Stop.
Yeah. So this is
I saw
why
inside your
I won't.
nose.
Oh,
I
nice.
Good
will not
Lord
switch.
I've got a 4
Over.
terabytes together.
You
on
know,
my
another
Xbox. I've
decent
only got,
one
like,
that was
half.
on the 360. That was Lost
Sorry,
Odyssey.
Jay. The zoom in of Geek's face.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
Lost Odyssey.
You
is
asked
another
for
game,
it.
though. No,
Lost
we didn't.
Odyssey.
We wanted to zoom in on the game.
Yeah.
That's besides the point. Yeah, Lost Odyssey. It's another. It's an older game. I think they gave it away on Xbox a few years ago for free.
Yes,
on
they did.
Christmas time. I mean, I have the disc for it, but it's a pretty
Yeah.
solid.
And there's
game, too.
proof right there. It's not in Zoom anymore. That hey, yeah, Geek did actually play Apex for a while. I sucked
Oh,
at
wow.
it though.
I'm
That's a
waiting
fun
for
game.
Angel's comment on that.
Religiously, like week 1, and then
Hey, I don't blame you. Apex is hard.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people crap on Apex, but Apex is hard.
Bastion is really
Yeah.
good if you want kids.
Yeah,
that want-
Bastion.
Bastion was pretty good.
Call of Duty
Eric's
Black
sitting
Ops
here
4.
like, oh my god, these
This
guys.
has been like the most disjointed podcast yet, but
Is
I
it
enjoyed it.
bad that I can remember all of the titles just by the blurred picture of them in the background?
Yeah. How about Deus Ex?
Deus Ex was a good game.
You know, Angel, I was gonna make a
Yes,
joke and be like,
or-
all right, at like point like B7 over there, what do you see?
Beast.
What are we
You see
playing?
my
Chess?
battleship.
It's like drunk goggles, video game style.
Yeah.
Video game style. Halo 4. I see Halo 4.
Oh, that's the Master Chief Collection.
No.
all the way-
Over.
well, yeah.
The top row. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's all. That's the MMC or MCC downloads. That's all I have all the Gears of War. I have all the Halo stuff. I have I Am Alive. That might not be auto likes.
Ooh, I like that game. That's
Uh,
that's that like all black and white one, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yes,
fun.
yes, we have
Left
every
4 Dead.
single freaking Lego game ever made.
I hate those games.
I hate those games. I'm so as a dad, I am so over Lego installs.
You don't miss the Lego movie.
We're
Everything
good.
is
You
awesome
don't have to
song.
do that again.
Yeah. So this
I'm gonna mute you.
Mass Effect Andromeda was such a letdown. However,
Yeah,
Lords of the Fallen was actually a fun game. If you didn't do that one, that's on the Xbox. I like Gods of War more though, and that's PS4.
Every Lego Star
Bye,
Wars.
Gabby.
every
Thank
Lego
you for
Indiana
stopping by.
Jones.
Appreciate the viewership. You're awesome. Thank you.
Who?
Sorry, a viewer is bouncing out.
Okay.
Message. So I was giving a shout out.
Is her name Gabby? That's my daughter's name.
Yeah. Oh, you're like, how are you talking about my daughter?
Yeah.
My
But
bad,
Yeah,
Dale.
there's lots.
Better
of
watch
stuff
out,
in
Hurt. Run.
What's the biggest party size you can get on a Lego Star Wars video game?
Geek.
I'm thinking
Star
it's-
Wars Battlefront 2, the old one.
it's 4.
That's still cool.
So close. I would have played a Lego Star Wars game together in a heartbeat. That was my ish when I was a kid. That and Lego Indiana Jones.
So what? Last year? Sorry, I had to.
Here's
Had to go there.
He's just mad because we told him his point
Yeah.
was invalid because he's a warlock.
No,
Still
I'm mad
losing
because you
Guardian.
guys
Here's- and
roasted
here's-
on me for not
Still
having a
losing
childhood.
Guardian games.
and here's one for Spider and you guys, the Mega Man collection.
Oh yeah, Spider did
Oh,
like
nice.
the Mega Man collection stuff.
Mhm.
I've never played the Batman games. Are they fun?
Any of the Arkham
Oh
series?
my! Absolutely.
Yeah.
Please
Oh,
play
if
them.
you-
Yeah.
Do you like
Yeah.
Batman?
German. I've never played them, dude.
Okay, hold
They're,
on.
We-
Here.
they're,
Do you like-
they're so
do you
good.
like
They're like so
Batman?
good.
We have
I'm not
established,
much
German.
of a DC guy, but
We have
I mean,
established that Hurt has led a very sheltered life.
it has nothing to do with being sheltered. It has
Hey,
everything
look,
to
he
do with
lived
I was-
under a bigger rock than me, and that's pretty impressive.
What are you guys voting Hurt off the island?
Hurt. If you like melee weapons and only fist fight video games, semi only fist fight because you can drive the Batmobile. You could blow stuff up in the Batmobile too. Play any Arkham game.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
dude,
German,
get it.
I
like,
love you.
Get them.
It
Like,
is so much
Oh,
fun.
man.
If you at all even like DC and like Batman as a character, the Arkham games are worth playing.
The last one was great. I
Oh
love
my
that
God,
one.
yeah.
Oh,
And
so
I think
good.
I think the Batmobile was the greatest in that one too.
Because
with its
you
insane
got to
tank.
drive the Batmobile on top of buildings.
I
and
mean,
leap across
Arkham
them.
City is definitely my favorite. Spark was calling that one out there too. But like
Mhm.
these
Nitro
Arkham games,
actually
like
is a
also
Nitro.
That's
like
the one.
they were coming out when first like the open world games were really emerging, and I think they nailed it. Like in the early days, I'll be
They
curious to
really
see.
did nail it. That was they were a lot of fun. The last one too, because you could do so many upgrades with everything.
Yeah,
You can use all of Batman's technology, all of his cars. The only thing you couldn't do, which I'm really mad that you couldn't do, is use the Bat Cycle and the Bat Plane. Those are the two things I always wanted
that's the
to
fourth
use.
one.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Or not the
here's-
fourth one, because there's a
here's-
fourth one. But yeah,
There's the
There's-
Bat Sub.
Here's one for you, Hurt. Yes, I
Oh,
have
boy.
the Jedi, Fallen Order, which is a new one. But if you look right next to it, there's the Force Unleashed.
Yes.
love the
Force
Force
Yeah, I didn't play
Unleashed.
that.
I think I played those whenever they came around on what is it?
And
Gold
and
Xbox?
and right next to it, Knights of the Order. So yeah, I've got all those, and I got both Battlefront 1 and 2.
Oh, come
Yeah.
play
I
Battlefront One with- or
Spark-
It's on Xbox. though.
no, I play Battlefield. Yeah, Battlefield One. Yeah, come play
Spark,
Battlefield.
you're gonna hate me for this entirely, but they should never do that
Do what?
ever.
Superman
He said they
game,
need a
like the
Superman
Arkham
game like the
series.
Arkham series.
No.
I'm gonna go on a tiny tangent real quick. Superman sucks for starters. Can't make a
Tiny
video
tangent,
game
and
about
that's
You
the line he
Breach
starts
angle.
You can't make a video game about him because he
Preach.
can't die.
Oh,
He can't die. How are you gonna fail a level if he can't die? Makes
and
no sense.
I will hold true to my geek thing since I have all those Transformers Devastation all the way.
They
That
had
was a
so
great
many old
game.
Transformer games.
They had, yeah, weren't there a bunch of like Transformer games in the last gen that were pretty solid?
with. It's
They were
rumored to
pretty
be the
solid.
story auto, but Nitro thinks it got canned.
No, Court of Owls is really cool. Maybe like 2-year-old to 3-year-old story arc from the Batman series in the comics. Scott Snyder.
Man, so
There's-
we've learned a lot about Hurt today too.
I just don't think they could ever make a
Ooh,
Superman
German
game.
fights back with other rumors. I like it. Sorry,
Depends
Angus.
what studio picked it up. I
Yeah,
kind of
because-
wish they
well-
brought back.
They messed it up with the Deadpool game. It's the same
Yeah,
concept. He can't die. How are you going to make a game where he can?
Yeah,
Like even in the comic books, he can't die. You could literally disintegrate him into the tiniest bit of matter, and he can't die.
Yeah.
So how are you going to make him a video game character? Unless you make him unkillable, which is kind of pointless.
I
'Cause it
wish they'd
removes
bring
all
back.
difficulty.
I kind of wish they'd bring back if they had the funding and I know they tried, the community tried to bring it back and everything. I would love to see something like City of Heroes come back. Now, Marvel's going to try and do something with their Avengers game coming out in September that's similar to that. where
Try
you can
being
pick-
keyword.
Try. I'm very skeptical. I am not pre-ordering that. I will wait to find out. But City of Heroes did a really good, as it evolved, had a really good foothold, given the time that it came out and the technology that was available. With where things are now, they could actually do what they wanted, but they'd have to bring it back.
Yeah, yeet.
See, I think
that's
they need a
just on Twitter.
redo on the DC video game where you could make your own superhero.
Oh, that's.
I think it's DC
Universe.
Online, DC
Yes.
Universe Online.
Yep.
They need to redo that with a little bit more modern graphics, and that would be a fun game because I played that on Xbox, and that was a lot of fun based on the sole purpose of you can pick any superpower you wanted.
Yeah, I have it on the PS.
Me being
I'm
me,
a little
I picked the Flash's powers because he was my favorite superhero ever. But they probably never will because it's probably a dead game at this point.
Our question opened up a can of worms that went for much longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see, that's what happens.
Let's
though.
get
Like,
to that.
You start thinking about all these games out there that
Yep.
are really good, and you thinking that, man, it'd be great if they really brought that back.
Yeah.
And
And
Spark, you're not wrong. Marvel did fail at video games in the past. They had that Wii video game that was god awful, where it was like bird's eye view of superheroes.
Oh, as long as it's not based off the movie Spawn, we're good with that Nitro.
Yes.
Worst movie ever. All right, we're getting over there. I'm gonna give another shout out to Fuego, to the Cocoa Challenge. We're gonna do it next week. If you go out and you get it and you want to be on stream with us as you eat the chocolate, hit us up. We'll invite
fun.
you. We'll send you the link.
Hurt's gonna be the only one making
Have
this.
you
It's
in
gonna be
here.
a Hurt show next week, so I'm not voted off the island yet, bro.
But it's
No, you
go to
still are.
CocoChallenge.com. It's a worthwhile thing, raising meals, 50 meals per box sold to go towards people in need.
Spawn, yes,
So-
Nitro. Sorry. I just saw Spawn.
Squirrel.
It's like one of my favorite.
Let Geek finish the outro.
Sorry.
So let's go ahead, and if you guys are interested, let us know. We'll also be streaming from Twitch next week, so please keep an eye on the Twitter and announcements and the Discord. We'll get all that stuff posted out. Please go ahead and give us a follow over there. Most of us have moved our own personal streams over there. If you want to follow us there too, shameless plug, I know. But one of the interesting things with Twitch, which is really much better established than Mixer, because Mixer you never know. On Twitch, as soon as you hit 50 followers, you can do the affiliate programs, which opens up a whole lot of stuff. So most of us are going to try and get to 50 as quickly as possible, which is easier said than done. But if we get enough support, we'll see what happens. I know Jay's on Twitch as Unforsaken Jay. Angle, you're on there as Angle of Death, right?
Yeah, 392 should be.
392. So just like in his tag, mine's
it,
GMD
yeah.
Geek. Otto, you did Twitch as well, right?
Yep, yeah, it's set up. Nothing's on
Okay.
there yet, but you could definitely find me. Autonomy, it's AUT0NOMY.
Yep. Hurt. If you
Oh,
ever
so-
stream, do you plan on doing it on
Hurt.
Twitch?
Yeah, whenever we're closing officially on the house Thursday, so after
Okay.
that I'll get my stuff all moved over and yeah.
Do you have a Twitch?
Yes, it's
Okay.
He linked it.
Okay,
right
cool.
exactly.
No,
right,
the other
so-
side, Hurt. This way.
That way.
Oh,
yeah.
see on my screen it's right there. Okay, so there, guys.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
But we'd appreciate it. Hit the Discord. We're starting to see more people use it, putting in stories and news articles and questions. It's what we want the Discord for. We have it by platform for each game pass. So there's been a lot of stuff in the Twitch, the Switch channels, the PSN channels. We got Spark and a few others set up to be able to get their promotions out there for that. We've got it set up with Me 6bot that I profay for, that we can put people's in there. So when you post or go live, it'll let people know. We're trying to grow the gaming community, not only just to help people get noticed, but as well as to do gaming news, to attract attention to less known games, which should be a lot of fun, games that are coming out. Anime driven games, Hurt, and non-anime driven games, things like that across the board. So we just want to get it all out there. So please come in there, interact with us throughout the days, and all that good stuff. That's basically all I got. So, and I have to
That was
pee.
good. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
One
I
way to
really
end right
appreciate it.
there.
We hope you have a great weekend, and we will catch you next week on Twitch. Anybody want to do any other outros, plugs before we wrap here?
Hurt's got a great one. Get it, Hurt.
Yeah, yeet.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on, and make sure you smash that like button, dudes.
That's what I
All right,
was
now
looking-
he's really voted off the
Yeah, this
island.
isn't good. He's the only one laughing at that now, so it's like, oh.
Get him out, just kick him.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Later.
We'll catch y'all later.